Tonight on Running the Ropes, your boys are talking about NXT TakeOver in your house. How did our picks go? And who is the champion? Plus, the championship, is it a belt? Is on the line at WWE Backlash. And they're going to tell you their picks tonight for the biggest and greatest match of all time. In fact, this is now the greatest episode of Running the Ropes ever. And speaking of the greatest, is Paul Heyman out of WWE Creative? What do the boys think about that? All that and more right now on Running the Ropes. And here's your boys, Mike and Dean.
That was beautiful.
That was
Paul.
beautiful.
That was beautiful.
I was not prepared for that.
Yeah, I know. That was
at all.
Paulie's got the Michael.
Well done, sir.
He's very, very Michael Cole-esque. All right.
I could agree.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Hope everybody's doing well.
Hey, Dean.
How you doing,
What's
babe?
up, man? How are you?
I'm swell.
It's good to see
How are
you.
you?
Good to see you.
Finally the
I missed
weekend.
you this week.
I missed you too, man.
I had a good weekend. A lot of wrestling this week. A lot of stuff happened this week.
NXT TakeOver in your house.
Getting ready for Backlash on Sunday. So yeah, we're gonna talk about TakeOver first. We got picks. We did our picks
We did.
last week,
See who the winners.
and we're gonna see who the winner is this evening. I need to. Producer Paulie got a mic with us this evening. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. How are you boys?
Do you have a Do you have a
Glad
pen
you're
I
here,
can
buddy.
borrow? I thought I had one on the
Do you
table.
have a pen?
Thank you.
That
All
was
right.
like a Mr. Perfect style play right there. That was
was.
fantastic.
With the towel.
So we're gonna start it off. Did they start? They started the pay-per-view with the 6-woman tag match, correct? I believe this. I believe
Yeah,
so.
they did.
I believe I put it in the correct order. I could be wrong. I could be. That's me.
Is you that or Finn?
All right. So
Finn
the
Priest.
6-woman tag match from In Your House Takeover: Candice LeRae, Dakota Kai, and Raquel Gonzalez defeated. They defeated Mia Yim? I thought they lost.
Tegan and them.
That's what I'm saying. This is bass backwards. This I don't know why it says this. I must have did this backwards. I'm sorry. Candice LeRae, Dakota Kai, and Raquel Gonzalez lost to Mia Yim, Shotzi Blackheart, and Tegan Knox by pinfall. I
pick
picked
too.
I picked Candice LeRae, so
did pick Candice.
that's a negative for
Which
me.
was a good pick. Thinking
It
about
was a good pick. It was a
The
good pick.
heels. You gotta go for the heels.
So I'm gonna write it on here.
I almost made that pick myself. I think I changed.
I wanted the heels to win. NXT's a heel faction, so or a heel show. So that's why I was hoping. But no, Paulie picked the correct team with going Tegan Knox. Good job. Good pick, Paulie.
Thank you.
Dean, you also picked Tegan Knox. All right, so 1-0 for you guys there. Finn Balor, Damian Priest. What a solid match.
That was a really good match.
Good match. Paulie, what'd you think of that one?
If you're not familiar
I
with
thought it was pretty good.
I liked it. I can't believe that Finn Balor beat Damian Priest, though, and they didn't put him over.
I honestly thought they were going to put him over, but I had
The way the match...
Finn really hasn't done much.
Dude, even halfway through the match, the way the match was going, it seemed like Priest was going to take this one.
Yeah. Priest is a beast, man. I think he still got over in a way. People were exposed to him that probably didn't.
I'm excited. I like him.
But
I like him. But once again, my picks didn't work very well for me. I picked Damian Priest. You and Paulie both picked Finn Balor.
1-0, let's go.
2-0 for both you guys. I'm sitting over here with a big fat goose egg.
Too sweet.
Goosey.
Next up was the North American Championship match. Keith Lee, whoop whoop, and the Gargano Way.
Cleveland.
Who'd you pick, Dean?
I went with Keith Lee.
You went with Keith Lee. Paulie, who'd you pick?
Johnny Wrestling.
I also picked
I
Johnny
wanted
Wrestling.
To go with Johnny too.
Dean
He
wanted to
obviously,
go with Johnny Wrestling because
he's a
he
Cleveland
bleeds
boy.
orange and brown.
And
That's how we do things.
that-
But
plus, we all know that when Johnny shows up to a takeover,
Dean
whole
takes
different
Dean
animal.
takes the lead, Paulie. Dean takes the lead because Keith Lee ended up winning that match, and now Dean's winning 3-0.
Hey, nobody goes undefeated, boys.
So, the next matchup we had the Backlot Brawl. Adam Cole defeated Velveteen Dream by pinfall
I love that match.
in the back alley brawl.
That was fun.
Okay, now let's talk about this back alley brawl for a minute. Let me put this down. I think I liked it as well. Good match. I don't like.
Did you like the intro?
I loved it. I thought it was sweet. I wish Velveteen's Lambo would have been purple.
Yeah.
I tweeted that from the account from the Running the Rope. If you're not following Running the Ropes on Twitter and Facebook, go ahead at Running the Ropes. Appreciate
Do
you.
it.
I tweeted it though that I feel the Lamborghini should have been purple. Why not?
They should have. But the whole
He's the Velveteen Dream, and he comes in a yellow Lambo. Yeah. He doesn't wear yellow. That's not his
purple.
colors. He's Prince.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. Other than that, though, cool with Adam Cole in the monster truck. That was dope. He should have ran the Lambo over at the end. That would have been cool.
That would have been sweet too. I didn't even think about that.
But it was a good match. In my opinion, I wasn't that sold on it though. Like, I feel like it was the great value version of a boneyard type match. Like, that's what they tried to do, and it was. I didn't like it as much. It was still cool, but it wasn't.
I enjoyed the Riddle versus Thatcher a few weeks ago match way more.
In the cage thing,
They
that
need to
cage
do
was
that more.
awesome.
They need to do that more.
Yes. But Adam Cole retains,
Sub Hopkins.
which means that Velveteen Dream can no longer challenge for the NXT Championship while Adam Cole's the champ.
What do you think that's going to mean? Is he getting called up?
I believe so. Paulie,
Dream being called up doesn't seem like it's where we're heading right now.
you don't think so?
No, I think there's more to this story.
So you think he sticks around NXT just to be a mid-carder?
I think he sticks around long enough to cost Adam Cole the NXT championship.
Okay, I could see that. Him playing a role like coming out to distract or whatever.
Yep, I could see something
I
like
could
that.
see something like that. Okay, so
What do you think would fit him the most, though? If he did.
who, Dream?
Yeah.
Probably SmackDown.
SmackDown needs that.
SmackDown's on Fox. They're the
They need
bigger. Yep.
They need that.
So
He brings so much charisma.
Adam Cole defeated Velveteen Dream.
I think
We all picked
all
Velveteen
did?
Dream. We all picked Velveteen Dream on that one. So
It was
still
a
a big,
solid choice.
still a big fat
No
goose egg for
disrespect to
me.
Undisputed Era.
Great match. Where was Kyle O'Reilly?
That's a good question.
Bobby Fish and what's his name and Roderick Strong showed up. Where's Kyle O'Reilly? Is he hurt, Paulie?
Kyle O'Reilly is immunocompromised, so he will not be
Oh,
involved in
okay.
anything
He is
regarding...
immunocompromised. I did not know that. Why is he immunocompromised?
He has diabetes.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
So, yeah.
Oh,
Kyle O'Reilly is
has
diabetic,
diabetes. Oh, I
so he
didn't
will
know
not
that.
be part of
Sweet.
shows.
All right, so he's immunocompromised. That's why he's not wrestling. Okay, that makes sense.
I did not think about that.
All right.
Makes sense.
Yeah, okay. So after that, the backlot brawl match, we got to see Tommaso Ciampa and the rookie, Karrion Kross.
I think I called this to the T.
Paulie did. I know Paulie did.
If I remember correctly.
Paulie.
I said, yeah, I agreed with it. I don't know if he came up with it first or me.
Yeah, I don't remember, but I remember, and I said
He
that
ain't
as soon as
taking
I
the
saw it,
pinfall.
and as soon as I saw it, I said, "Oh snap!" Paulie was right, but
He was
Paulie's
right.
always right, Dean. That's something you're gonna have to learn. Paulie's right. I'd say about 85% of the time about this kind of stuff.
We'll see what happens at the end of it.
Karrion Kross defeated Tommaso Ciampa
Put that boy to sleep.
by tap out, and it wasn't a tap out. I should say by submission, but he didn't submit. He passed out, and it would make things better, in my opinion, if they did the old school arm thing.
I agree.
The 1, 2, 3 with the arm. Yeah. Even if it doesn't, because you always get all hype when they catch it on the third one. But even if
Hulk
it doesn't,
was like notorious for that. That was his thing.
even if it doesn't, and it goes all the way down to the third, that's still not tapping out. You passed out. That's still, you know what I'm saying? It's different than taking the pinfall.
Yeah.
But yes, Paulie did call it, I believe, and you agreed with him because I thought he was going to tap out. I thought he was going to take the pin. I thought Tommaso.
Well, we all knew he wasn't going to.
Yeah. I wanted Tommaso to be the good guy, but I always want the old guys to put the younger guys over, but they're not really that young, but rookie. You know what I mean? What's his move called, Paulie?
The cross jacket.
Yeah, the cross jacket. That's
Very original, huh?
yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
That was a boring match.
Yeah, it was a very boring match. It wasn't. Once again, in my opinion, Karrion Kross's entrance was more
That entrance is
cool. It was cooler than the
Scarlett has
match.
so
Did you
much,
guys
like,
notice?
What'd you say, buddy?
Did you guys notice that the In Your House set went black and white for the entirety of that match?
Yes. I liked that we had my boy Todd Pettengill about
Yes.
in your house. That was
Yes.
awesome.
Or how about Road Dogg Triple H and Shawn mess with
With the
computer?
keyboard
Yeah, that
and
was funny.
An
the
instant
retro
meme was born.
commercials that they
Yes.
did. Adam
Adam
Cole
Cole
did
doing
one
ISOPro.
for ISOPro.
That was awesome.
Dude, the retro
Bret Hart
commercials,
did the
yep,
original one.
they were sweet. They were really
Yeah.
cool.
It totally set the vibe because
It did.
The ice cream bars, by the way, suck.
I like them.
The new ones.
The
or
new
the
ones.
Old ones.
The new ones. The
The
new
new
ones.
ones.
The old
Old
ones
ones
were
were
awesome.
money.
The new ones suck.
Those are so good.
I
haven't
like.
tried the new
What
ones
don't you
yet.
like about the new ones, Paul? I want to talk about this.
Vanilla on vanilla with vanilla is
Well,
vanilla.
I agree with that. They should at least one of them should be chocolate,
There needs to be some
or at
chocolate
least
involved
dipped
in
in chocolate
In that aspect,
because
yes, I agree with
yes.
this.
At this
Still
point,
be
put some
delicious.
strawberry on it. I don't care. I
Okay.
can't have vanilla with
I
vanilla
don't
with
know
vanilla.
if it was the fact this is as a kid.
the cake is really sweet though
It's
on the
kinda
new
like
ones.
A new pack of cards. You don't know what you're gonna get. What superstar is gonna be on top of my ice cream bar back in the day.
Listen, the new ones are dumb in my opinion too because I opened mine the other day and I got a Macho Man Randy Savage, which I was like, yeah, that's cool. And then the next one I opened up was Roman Reigns. Next one I opened up was John Cena. Next one I opened up, John Cena. Like, you're gonna give me two John Cenas? You got Becky Lynch on the box. You can't even put the man in the box.
That
Come
happened
on.
to me too.
Fail.
I feel like they
Anyways,
should split it.
yeah, it should be at least
Half legends.
whatever.
I
I don't care. Put CM Punk on the damn ice cream bar. We all picked Karrion Kross. So with that one. So look at that, guys. I don't get the goose egg. I'm not going home with a zero wins. Right now, Dean is up 4 to Paul's 3 to my 1. Going in to the triple
That's good.
threat match. Charlotte Flair defending the title against the Genius of the Sky, Io Shirai, and Rhea Ripley. Great match.
I agree. That's
This match, these ladies put it all on the line for the main event.
they really did.
And the Genius comes out with the win. She pins Rhea Ripley, of course. She's not going to pin the
Charlotte
Queen,
wasn't gonna take that.
which is fine. I'm okay with it.
In my opinion,
I was happy
Charlotte shouldn't even been in that storyline. I'm still don't understand why Rhea didn't beat her at WrestleMania.
I agree. I liked the fact that she went after the NXT title because nobody had ever done that, winning the Women's Royal Rumble, so that was a cool concept. But Rhea should have defeated her.
And now what's gonna happen?
Somebody get on Connect Illyria. Talk about that. Yeah, she's coming back up, and immediately she's fighting Asuka on Raw, but we'll talk about that shortly. So the Io Shirai, what's going on? You're laughing. I can't see the comments, guys. My phone's charging.
I can. Would you like to hear some of them?
Yeah, let's talk. Talk to me, Paul. Tell me what the people are saying.
Okay.
Let's
Chris
hear what
Hopkins
you
says, "Yo, Dean is effing jacked."
Yeah, he is.
No,
Amanda
Thank you,
says, "90s throwback was
not
great."
really, though.
Huh?
And Kara says, "LOL, Mike cracks me up."
Love you, Kara. All right. Io Shirai comes up with the win in that one. I liked it.
Yes, sir.
I liked that they hit her with the streamers at the end, and they totally Japanese styled it because and it really signified something because
You got
Hikaru Shida in AEW, a Japanese-born wrestler, is the champion.
yep. Asuka.
Io Shirai, NXT New Women's Champion, Japanese, and Asuka, Japanese. 3 Japanese women
It's
holding the
taking over
main
right now.
women's belts. Like, that's pretty cool, man.
I love that.
That's pretty cool.
I love that.
I picked Rhea Ripley though. Paul also picked Rhea Ripley. My man Dean goes ahead and takes that one because he picked Io Shirai.
Let's go.
And Paul loses. I lose. Dean.
Honestly, I feel like it was well overdue, man. She deserved that title a while
Dean.
back.
Oh yeah, no, I agree too. Dean wins the week.
I was happy for her.
5-3 to 1. I got 1. We're gonna keep track though. We're gonna keep keeping track. I got a different thing. We got something coming. You're gonna bring it on. Or you're gonna wait. We can wait. We're gonna wait. Let's wait. We got
We
something
have
coming
something huge coming. You guys are gonna love this.
for the winner.
Yeah.
For the winner of the
So
picks.
whoever every takeover or pay per view for any promotion.
Oh, so
we're
yeah,
gonna
we'll
do
probably
our
do it
picks.
every
Whoever
month.
Wins,
every
has the
time
best
every
record
month at the end of the month.
gets a little prize to hold on to for some bragging rights.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned.
should be
it's
good.
gonna be sweet.
Should be good. I'm excited about that. I'm excited for that.
am
That'll be
too.
a sweet kind of reveal type of thing. We'll have to do that. That'll be cool. All right. So
I
what
got
do
some ideas already. This is gonna be good.
What do you want to go into next? You want to go into one of these, or do you want to go into something that I was thinking about that you have no knowledge of? I just want to bounce something off you.
Hit me with it.
Okay. So Paul, I want you in this too. I want your input.
Okay, what's up?
Because you were the conspirator of the original, but we're going off your
Conspirator?
original, and we're going our own way. So you did the GOAT tournament, you and the boys, and you guys invited me on over at Double Play CLE, and I appreciate that, and it was real fun. I had a lot of fun with it. I know you didn't
I
have.
did too.
I know you
I
didn't
followed
have fun with it,
I followed from home.
but
I had fun watching
yeah,
you guys in here.
we had
Guys'
people
reaction.
following from home, and I had a lot of fun with it. So I got some ideas, and we already know about one, and my wife helped me, Amanda helped me. We're gonna do a women's tournament in the next.
Sure.
I want to say
Any promotion.
I don't. Yeah, we're
You
gonna
guys
do.
have any suggestions? Throw it out there.
I'm gonna put it out on our Facebook and our Twitter, and I'm gonna put I want wrestlers' names who you think should be in it. I'm looking for 32 female wrestlers. We're gonna have to figure out a way to get it down to 32 females.
Any promotion.
But we're gonna do, now legends. We'll set it up. If we can end up getting more than 30 or 32, we can. I think it'll be hard, but we'll figure something out.
Make it work. We'll make it
But
work.
my idea here,
Let's hear it.
Paulie,
Yes.
you ready for this?
Go for it.
You did the greatest.
What's up, Justin?
You did the greatest of all
What's up,
time.
son?
I want to do the crappiest of all time. I want to do the worst wrestler
The coat?
of all time. Yes, the coat.
The coach.
The coat. The crappiest of all time. Horrible gimmicks. Horrible. It could be horrible gimmick. It could be horrible wrestler. Like they just were bad and botched a bunch of crap.
Hey,
I nominate the
by the
gobbledygooker.
way, if you guys have on Twitter, they have a page for Mongo. I don't know if you remember him from WCW.
Mongo McMichael.
Nominated.
All it is they tweet just videos of him just doing
Yes.
terrible moves.
Okay, it's like that.
It
That's
is-
what I'm talking about.
There's
Dude.
like another one of Rick Rude getting like spiked.
Exactly. See, so you're laughing.
Talk about-
Does it sound
It's
like
so
it's
good.
intriguing?
It is. It's
Okay,
so good.
Paulie,
it's
what
like
do
one
you
of those
think?
things. Like eventually gonna run out of material, but at the time it's.
And
it's
you know,
so
then there's
good.
the classics, the obvious shock trooper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, like that. But then there's like ones that you don't remember that they weren't really bad, but it was a forgettable gimmick that you could be like, I don't really remember them. Like I'm gonna throw one at you. Do you remember the Disciples of Apocalypse?
I do.
8-ball skull and chains, right?
Yeah.
They were basically bootleg Stone Cold Steve Austins,
100%.
and they didn't work. But stuff like that. So I think that would be something fun. Because we could at least get 32 crappy wrestlers and talk about, and just talk shit about. Come on.
I nominate Gene
Good idea.
Snitsky.
I like this.
Who?
I nominate Gene Snitsky.
Gene Snitsky. Do you remember when he punted a baby?
It wasn't my fault.
It was so funny.
Oh my god. I like this.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea. So
well
crap.
done, sir.
Here, I'm gonna write that down.
Good. Don't forget that.
The coat.
Jot that one down.
Crappiest.
Amanda says Eva Marie could be on that list.
She could. So could Foxy.
Oh my god.
All right. So crappiest of all time, women and greatest women of all time.
For the crappiest, are we including men and women?
Sure. If you had a crappy woman's gimmick, hell yeah. Because, I mean, your crappy gimmick is going to end up going against another crappy gimmick. So it's not like we're going to be like, well, yeah, sure, Shock Trooper was a crappy gimmick, but Mae Young was a better wrestler. Like,
Forever, the Dudley Boys putting right to the table.
dude, the Mark Henry in the hand. Exactly.
totally
There's so many more.
totally
Just
forgot all about that one.
exactly. So this is that'll be really fun. We'll do
I
that.
like that. Let's
and
do this.
we'll have to that'll have to be a big show. We'll do a big show for that one, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get
How
the
about we just do it? Should we introduce both brackets the same night?
yeah, we could do that, and then but we'll do it on a night where we can get it'll be a little later in the evening, so we can get Paulie on the camera and Jay, Lil Jay on the radio with us.
Yeah.
And we'll try to
I
get
like that.
we'll try to get Dog Pound on the producer table, and we'll have a big powwow with all of our friends.
You're going to have to sweeten the pot for Dog Pound. He's going to be very tired at that point.
Daryl loves me, bro.
I know he does, but man, he also loves sleep.
I'll buy him a pack of smokes.
That might do the trick.
Told you. So,
There you go.
so yeah, we'll have a big powwow with that one and have everybody come on because that'll be a funny one. We'll be able to tell funny stories that we all remember. What you got? What is he?
Sorry, Justin just commented Oz as the worst wrestler of all time.
Who?
Oz.
Who's
I don't remember Oz.
Oz?
I was wondering. I seen that comment. I was like,
I would assume he's talking about the Kevin Nash great and powerful Oz from WCW.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was bad.
Well, that's like right now. I don't like the what's his name's gimmick in AEW, Luther. I think that's a horrible gimmick.
Yeah.
That's either here or there. While we're talking about that, let's go ahead and talk a little AEW. Because I just want to go over it real quick. Nothing really happened. They don't have a paper. I mean, they have Fyter Fest coming up. Leave it a couple little things.
Which I announced is going to be free for everybody. It's a 2-day event.
Yes, that'll be sweet on what is it?
about that.
What is it on BR Live? Bleacher. It's on Bleacher Live, so that's cool. It'll be free if you want to watch it.
2-day event,
I'm gonna watch it.
Or it's a 2-week event, right? It'll
Yeah,
be every
2 week.
Wednesday.
Yeah, you guys should watch it. I'm gonna watch it. It'll be fun. This week though, we had some boys making their debut in the ring. FTR, man, fighting Butcher and the Blade this week.
Is the bunny still with them?
Yes, sometimes. Probably not now because
I'm
it's
confused.
quarantine. I don't remember seeing her, but I didn't see them come out. So maybe she was like around the rings. You know what I'm saying? I don't think
way,
so.
I like-
Paul,
I like
do you
those
know
dudes.
if the bunny was still available?
Bunny was not part of the proceedings.
I think it's just Butcher.
Allie was with the Natural Nightmares.
Who?
Allie, that's the bunny. Her
Yeah.
actual
That's
ring
what I'm
name is
saying. I
Allie.
think
She's on the outside with
split up.
Brandy, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
All right. So, Butcher and the Blade, I mean, obviously the new guys, FTR. I can't remember their names. Harwood and Wheeler.
Dax Harwood, Cash Wheeler.
Cash Wheeler.
Yeah.
They win. They get the win. Of course.
At that point, you knew that's coming.
But as Tony Schiavone was interviewing him, the Young Bucks come out. Congratulate, whatever. They thanked FTR for saving them a couple weeks back. FTR stepped in the ring, got ready to shake the hands. Butcher and Blade come in. We starts the fight. Awesome.
Were you surprised by that?
Of course not. But then here comes the Elite. Hangman and Kenny Omega come down to save the day. Ends with 3 tag teams in the ring staring down each other, though. So it's like the point in The Office, dude, where Michael and Andy and you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it's looking like right now. And I'm thinking at Fyter Fest we get a 3-way dance for the tag team titles.
And I take I honestly
FTR, I would.
take.
It makes me upset because I really love the Young Bucks. If you can't tell by my shirt,
I do too, but honestly, I want to.
They fought for the
Hangman singles.
they
push.
fought for the title 3 times and lost every time in their own promotion. If that doesn't tell you about putting somebody over, I mean, for real though,
Yeah.
Cody's never allowed to fight for the heavyweight title of his company.
I think that's good though.
I like that too, because if it was my company, I'm first champion.
I'm holding it forever. At least a
Right?
year.
Exactly. Don't touch me.
It's good to know you guys are the Jarretts and the Lawlers.
Exactly. I'm running it in my show. So I'm thinking we get.
By the way, the tentative plan as of right now for Fyter Fest for the Tag Team Championship is Hangman Adam Page and Kenny Omega defending against the Best Friends this
Ooh.
coming Wednesday on Dynamite. The Best Friends put that tag team title shot on the line against Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara,
How far
Les
out are we
Sex
from
Gods.
Fest? I like that.
The Sex God.
Les Sex Gods. Yes,
Les
that's
Sex
what they call themselves.
Okay. So I don't remember seeing that part, but I worked on Wednesday nights when I watched AEW.
Did you see Sammy after he got his win? How Matt came out? I love Matt Hardy.
Dude, I love Matt Hardy as well.
The matter
But
of facts.
I read that Matt Hardy actually really likes Sammy Guevara. Like, he thinks that he's a great wrestler. And
He is.
because I've seen Matt Hardy a couple times when not this past Wednesday, when he got jacked up, dude, Matt Hardy carried him to the back. Like, they were on opposite teams during the match. But Matt, at the end of the match, like, it looked like Sammy got hurt or pulled something, stretched something. He came up weird. And Matt Hardy literally, from the opposite team, put his hand on his shoulder and carried him to the back.
That's cool.
Like, Matt Hardy respects him because Sammy Guevara's a G.
He is.
He's very good at selling. He throws some hella moves out there. He can flip and dip and do all the crazy
I know
crap.
they're trying to make him seem like his gimmicks like all goofy and whatnot.
I love it.
It's working.
It's working.
I love when he comes out and sings
And
Jericho's
sings
reference.
Judas. Oh, dude, it's so funny. He's so off key and it's ridiculous, but it sounds great.
It is, dude.
Oh man.
No, but I love how he came out and he dropped those like matter of facts. Those are hilarious. I'm all for those.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
Keep those coming.
I'm off for the inner circle, bro. The inner circle. Chris Jericho has proven why he's top 3 GOAT for real.
Oh, absolutely. You have to. If you have a Mount Rushmore, you got to throw.
Oh yeah.
You got to throw him out there.
That's another thing. We're gonna do something like that. That's a good thing. That's a good. I'm gonna put it up on Twitter.
just came
I
up
want
with
to.
that.
Yeah, on the spot. I want to know your Mount Rushmore of wrestling.
Yeah. Comment. What's your Mount Rushmore of?
Comment.
wrestling?
Put it on the
You
page
do any promotion or just?
on our. Yeah.
any professional
Yeah.
wrestling?
I don't give a
What's your
crap.
Mount- What's your Mount Rushmore? Comment.
4.
Let
You
us
get
hear it.
4, just like Mount Rushmore, dude. 4
We'll read
faces
them off here.
to put them in stone, and we'll read them off if you got them. All right, moving on. We had a
Who's
women's
going
tag
fast?
team match. Everyone's favorite alien, Chris Statlander, and the champ, Hikaru Shida, versus Penelope Ford. That's Yo Paulie's favorite, and the
Who doesn't
man
like
beast.
Penelope Ford, really?
Huh?
Who doesn't like Penelope Ford, really?
She's all right. And the man beast, Nyla Rose. Is that what her name is? The man beast.
Scarlet.
The native
She's
beast.
The native beast. Sorry, I apologize.
The only American-born women's champion in the history of AEW.
Yes, correct, because everybody else has been Japanese. It was a solid little match. Penelope Ford ended up getting the win. She put a little fisherman suplex buster thing, and it could potentially put her in to fight for the women's title. She pinned Shida. So, in a tag match, sometimes they don't.
See Penelope Ford holding the title?
No,
No.
that's a
I don't either.
defense for Shida all day. Easy defense.
I feel like they're gonna build her up. She's gonna hold that title for a little while. I definitely think she's gonna surpass how long Nyla held it for.
Oh yeah, I'm not a fan of Nyla, but
Are you a fan of Rio?
yes, I like Rio.
I do too.
She was good. I'm not a fan of Nyla, but that's whatever. I don't care. Next up, speaking of, you had the best friends, and Orange Cassidy.
Did you watch that video?
Oh yeah,
That was so good.
dude,
How he just like stood there in the ring like that, and they just lifted him up.
he's great. Versus Proud and Powerful and Jake Hager. Good match, little 6-man banger. Orange Cassidy with the roll
Man,
up.
If you don't like Orange Cassidy, something's wrong with you.
Of course, after, Proud and Powerful and Jake Hager lose, Inner Circle comes out with the beatdown.
Inner Circle's been taking a lot of L's lately.
Well, that's like Paulie just said, this coming week on this Wednesday. It's this Wednesday, you said?
This Wednesday.
This
yes.
Wednesday. The best friends are putting their title shot on the line against Jericho and Sammy Guevara. So, in this match, Proud and Powerful, Santana and Ortiz and Hager lost to the best friends in Cassidy. Jericho and Guevara came out and beat them up. So
With
now
a
this week
20-pound
coming
sack
up,
of oranges.
I would like to see them win a tag title. To be honest.
best friends are going to, I think, win the tag team titles.
Think so?
Yeah. They're over as hell. Orange Cassidy's over as hell, and my man puts his hands in his pockets.
Dude is awesome.
He's so great. Next up, we had Sammy Guevara, the Spanish God, versus Boom Boom Colt Cabana.
Best karaoke singer of all time.
Another good match from the veteran and the rookie, in my opinion.
I agree.
Colt Cabana is a beast. I love
He is.
Colt Cabana.
I love his
If
charisma.
if you don't know who
You
Colt
just
Cabana
don't.
is, he's CM Punk's best friend.
Dude's cool.
He's great.
Have you ever listened to his podcast? He has a
Yes,
podcast
his
as well.
podcast is super funny. But they did, Guevara got the win. Colt Cabana made a little mistake, veteran mistake,
It happens.
and the rookie comes through with the win. The big point here, though,
Which Inner Circle needed this W, so that was good.
the big point here, though, is that after the match, Evil Uno and Stu Grayson come out to try to get Colt Cabana to join the Dark Order.
Can you picture that?
I love the Dark Order.
I did too.
In my opinion, it's kind of like a cheap version of the NWO. Like, they just get all these punks, though. Like, I don't know. I can't never remember the one dude's name. Stu Grayson, I remember. But then what's the other dude's name, Paul?
they're
They
like
got him.
dark,
One of them's
though.
name's like Silver,
Alex Silver.
Alex Silver. I can't remember their names, dude, for nothing.
Evil Uno, that evil.
No, I
son
know
of a-
Evil Uno.
What's that do with the 5?
That's 10.
It's 10.
I like 10. 10's a beast. Okay, so they came out and they wanted to get Colt Cabana. Brody Lee then shows up, helps Colt Cabana to his feet, and then just walks away. He didn't know. After he left, Matt Hardy comes out, tells Sammy Guevara that he respects him for being just like he was when he was younger. That's major. Sammy Guevara's like 21, dude.
Yeah.
To have Matt Hardy come to you and say he respects you, that's like
the highest honor.
That's like Undertaker shaking John Cena's hand after the Kurt Angle match. You know what I'm saying? Like that's that's up there.
I don't think you can compare that to anything better than that.
And then in the main event of the evening was a match that I didn't see coming. Cody has agreed to put his TNT championship on the line every week. He fought Mark Quinn from Private Party.
I like him.
And let me tell you, did you see this match? Did you miss this?
I missed this
Okay.
match.
Dude.
I knew that was happening, though.
They put on a clinic,
I'll
bro.
watch that when we get off.
Mark Quinn is nasty. I like Mark Quinn more than I like Isaiah Cassidy.
I do too. I love that match.
Dude.
I love Private Parties attack team, though.
They went down. Okay, so they come out, right? They shake hands, typical old school respect style. They lock up, dude, and they go to town. Mark Quinn goes up for the 450 splash. Cody reverses it into a leg lock. Like, catches
I
him.
gotta see this.
Dude. Okay, so Hager comes out.
Was it smooth?
Oh,
The
yeah.
Transition?
Hager comes out, hits Cody, and Arn Anderson.
I love Arn.
Okay, because Mark Quinn taps out from the leg lock, right? Okay. Jake Hager comes out, inner circle. You know, so I'm guessing that next week, that's who Cody's going to put the title on line against. You know, he put it on the line every week. Jake Hager's coming out. He's beating you up.
Do you think Jake's going to take that?
No,
Do you think Cody's going to hold on to that title for a while?
probably. If he keeps putting on good matches like he put on tonight or Wednesday night with Mark Quinn, hell yeah. Private Party and Matt Hardy come out to make a save because the Inner Circle come out to, Jake Hager comes out there, whatever. Inner Circle's a bunch of thugs. Yeah. So they come out and the show, the huge brawl. The champ offers Hager a shot at Fyter Fest. So
Is that what's going down?
that's what's going down. I don't know who he's going to fight next week, but whoever he fights next week on Dynamite ain't beating him.
How many matches we got confirmed for Fyter Fest so far?
Mox and
Yeah.
who's he fighting?
The Machine.
Yeah,
Brian
that's right,
Cage.
Brian
Brian
Cage,
Cage.
because he got the poker chip. So
I heard
and
Moxley's AE Dark match this week was very well. And it goes
AEW
back
Dark
10
is
years.
dope. I don't know if
It's
you
like a rematch in waiting.
if you don't know about AEW Dark, it's free for everybody. You don't have to have anything. You can go on
Is it still on
YouTube.com, search AEW Dark every week on Tuesday nights. You
You
get a
would
free
not be
an
disappointed.
hour of wrestling, and it's no frills. It's just wrestling. Couple matches, 2 or 3 matches,
It's good.
but they're solid matches. So yeah, AEW is pretty solid this week.
I gotta go check that out.
Before we get into Raw, I want to talk about Impact Wrestling real quick. So I watched Impact Wrestling this week on the what's the word I'm looking
AX.
for, Paulie? Paulie
Axe
told me
TV.
to watch it. It's on Access TV. Yeah.
Access TV, yeah.
Paulie told me to watch it. It was under his guise that I decided to watch Impact. And I'm not familiar with Impact at all. I know a couple people, but
Yeah, I'm the
that's
same
just
way.
because I know them. You know what I'm saying? Like Willie Mack. Yeah, he was in Lucha Underground. I know nothing of Willie Mack in Impact. So I turn on Impact this week. Impact's not a long show. How long was it? Is it 2 hours?
2 hours.
It's 2 hours. So yeah, it's not a long show. Same as AEW. You can rock. It's on Tuesday night.
It's on Tuesday nights?
Yep.
Okay. What time?
8
8
o'clock.
p.m.
8 o'clock, I believe. 8 to 10.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
So yeah, I turn it on. They started the show with a triple threat match between Michael Elgin, Ken Shamrock,
Who is jacked for his age?
dude, and somebody else. I can't remember who else was in the match. I didn't write
Sammy
it down.
Callahan.
Yeah, that's right. Former heavyweight champion Sammy
I
Callahan.
know he dropped the belt to Tessa
To
Blanchard.
Tessa Blanchard, exactly, who is quarantined in Mexico. She can't come, so now people are
Are they stripping
upset. I don't know. They haven't said anything. Like I'm not
follow
that far in the storyline. This is my
Twitter.
first week watching the storyline.
I'll watch clips and stuff on Twitter and whatnot because I follow it all, but I've never actually sat down and watched a full episode.
Highly recommend it. Impact has been some of the best stuff. It's what got me through the first few weeks of quarantine because I had it saved on my DVR and they had crowded shows at that time on the DVR. So it was what got me through the first couple weeks of not having crowds for wrestling. I had that.
When we were doing the GOAT tournament, Paulie said something about Impact, and I was like, I just don't really watch it. And he was like, you need to start watching it. It's pretty good. And it was like 2 weeks. I was like, ain't got time for that crap, whatever. And then the other day, I didn't have anything to watch. I was hanging out. My kids were playing video games or whatever, and I was just kind of waiting on Amanda to get home so we could make dinner. And I had about an hour and a half, so I was like, let me throw this on real quick. And, dude, the first match, like I said, between these three heavyweights. Michael Elgin is not a little guy.
No, he's not.
Went about 15 to 20 minutes, dude, and it was a good match. My main gist of this match that I wanted to point out, the only reason that I wanted to bring up Impact tonight to talk to you, Gene. Ken Shamrock did a tope suicida over the top rope. Not through the ropes, over the top rope. Dude, clean. Like, his foot didn't hit the rope, bro.
I'm about to look this up right now.
Dude,
I'm going to turn my volume
clean.
down so
it was beautiful. And I was enthralled after that. I was like, holy crap, that just happened. And then they got some kid named Ace Austin, who apparently just won a tournament that was been going on for the past couple weeks when I wasn't watching. And Ace Austin is now...
Was it for a title?
It's for the #1 contendership for the TNA... not the TNA, I'm sorry.
Impact World Championship.
The Impact World Championship. That's the belt that
we actually have, right? The TNA World Championship on TV too.
Champion?
Willie Mack. Paul, was that Moose?
Moose is the reigning TNA heavyweight champion.
So there's a TNA heavyweight champion and an Impact heavyweight champion.
Essentially, Moose showed up one day with the TNA belt and declared himself the TNA champion, much in the same vein as Ted DiBiase back in the day.
Okay. All right, so really, the TNA belt means nothing.
Yes, but it looks like it might be a placeholder belt until they figure out what's going on with
so you think they're going to have Ace Austin fight Moose?
There was discussion, but it looks like based on the announcement that Slammiversary is going to be a 5-way elimination match for the Impact World Championship, that Tessa is going to make her way back to the States.
Okay, yeah, because they're lifting quarantines and stuff now.
Yeah.
Okay, just so that's cool.
Slammiversary, that's like their SummerSlam.
Yes.
Okay.
July 18.
That right, Paul? That's what you said.
Yes, July 18.
Which one? Bound for Glory. That's their WrestleMania.
That's their WrestleMania.
Okay. So yeah, Dean.
That's where Tessa won the belt.
Yes.
No, she won her belt at Hard to Kill in January.
That's right. Hard to Kill. The first woman.
Did they do a cage match? No.
No, she fought Sami Callihan. That's who she took the strap off of.
Yeah, I knew that. I don't know. Disregard what I just said.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And no worries. It was good. It was a good show.
I can't find that video. I'll find it later.
It was a good show. So I think I'm gonna start watching Impact. I got
Tuesdays, I think.
Yeah, Tuesdays. Like I said, I'll hook you up. I got a little thing I found.
Their women's division is stacked right now.
Jordan Grace is their champion.
She's a beast.
Deanna Purrazzo showed up.
Yes.
She showed up on
I love that
on
guy.
Impact. So that was cool. They got some dude.
NXT
Paulie, what's that guy's name? He reminds me of Van Hammer.
Johnny Swinger.
He knew I was talking about. Dude, his name's Johnny Swinger, right? He comes out like a tie-dye, like singlet, but it's like this. It's on the side of his and it goes all the way down here. All the way down. He's just got his chest out, and he's like tie-dye, hippy-dipping, and said, dude, he's awesome.
Johnny Swinger?
Definitely a gimmick character. Johnny Swinger. Okay, so yes. Impact was pretty good this week. I'm definitely going to be tuning in again. So, yeah, it was... I'm going
to check that out.
It was pretty good. I liked Impact. So we had some good wrestling all week, in my opinion. The best wrestling, like wrestling, was on Impact.
Yeah.
The wrestling itself was good because they had a tag team match. Johnny Swinger and I forget who his partner was.
The Ultimate Finesser, Chris Bay.
Okay. I liked Chris Bay. There's this video game coming out called Retromania. Have you seen the ads for this, Paul?
Yeah, I heard about it.
I want to get it for my Switch, dude. It looks cool, and Chris Bay is in the game. And I follow them on Twitter, and they were like doing polls, and got voted into the game that way, like by his fans. So that was pretty cool as well.
Chris
Kinda the
Bay
way
was
we
also
voted
on the
Peyton Hillis on the
AEW
cover of
radar.
Madden.
Did you see, by the way, he's coming out with it's like a sports podcast talking about Cleveland sports?
Really?
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
Eh.
I'll get off topic, but
I mean, I'm okay with it. Sure. He trash bagged his way to a Madden cover, dude. Hey, all you gotta do is say Peyton Hillis and picture my man leaping through the air gracefully like a gazelle.
I actually almost bought a copy of that off eBay the other day for super
I
cheap,
still have
just
my
to hold
copy.
on to it.
I still got my copy. Peyton Hillis.
I wish I would have held on to my NCAA football with the what's it, Darn Robinson
Yep.
on the cover. It's worth some money right now if you go to the exchange.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's almost the price of a brand new game.
All right. All right. Well, back on topic. Let's get back on topic. We'll go to Raw. Watch Impact. If you're not watching Impact, definitely check out Impact Wrestling. It is worth the watch.
I'm going to do it. So you should do it.
Yeah. We're doing it. All the cool kids are doing it.
All the cool kids are doing it.
Raw this week started off hot. Charlotte showed up. Kick off the show. I'm sorry, not Charlotte. Asuka. My bad. Asuka showed up to kick off the show. Bayley and Sasha show up to celebrate their tag team titles. Who cares, dude? Like, I hate Sasha Banks so much. It's just.
I love Bayley, though.
Then Charlotte Flair comes
I'm
out.
disappointed with the tag titles.
The women's tag team titles have been a flop, in my opinion.
They messed that up.
Charlotte comes out. She's going to fight Asuka later on in the night. So she comes out to talk smack, not for the title, just in a regular match. Asuka has never beaten Charlotte. Never. So they're going to fight, whatever.
What's the next pay-per-view besides Backlash? What's after Backlash? Or next?
Oh, I'm not sure after the Backlash.
We don't have a announced pay-per-view.
Yeah, we don't
after
have
Backlash.
an announced one yet. After
really?
Backlash, yeah. No, they're going to fight in the main event on Raw.
Besides, you got SummerSlam. I wonder if it builds up to be like a SummerSlam matchup.
Maybe.
Charlotte versus Asuka for the title.
Maybe. They fought. They end up. They're the main event for Raw on Monday, but in the beginning, Charlotte comes out and Bayley and Sasha and whatever, and then Iconic. It gets iconic. Billie Kay and Peyton Royce come out, which I love. I love the Iconics. They come out. They want to fight. They want in with the in the women's tag team match for the titles at Backlash. So, of course, we get a little fight going. All these ladies are fighting just crazy across. You got 3 different teams here, so to speak. Teams.
Iconics is the only real true tag team.
Turns into an impromptu triple threat tag team match kind of deal. Where you tag any partner, whatever. Good match. Wasn't bad. Nothing special. Asuka and Charlotte Flair take the win as a team. They have to.
Which you kind of expected.
Yeah, you kind of expect they have to take. They take it. Whatever. No big deal. They have to fight in the main event later.
No disrespect, Charlotte. Charlotte's Charlotte.
Okay, so then we get into that. They immediately go right out. They immediately go right to that. To Rey Mysterio's coming back on. He's gonna do an interview with Samoa Joe and Michael Cole and Byron Saxton. Just kind of talk, see how everything's going.
I love Samoa Joe's commentator.
Bro, so do I.
He's money.
They're talking about it. Tom Phillips is talking about it. And then all of a sudden the music hits. And the Messiah shows up. Dude, the look that he gives Byron Saxton, like, come on. Come on, Byron. Just go ahead and move, buddy. He gets up. Him and Ray get into it again. They're talking smack to each other. We're going to end up seeing them fight someplace big, probably SummerSlam.
I don't know if you guys watched last week, but we were kind of predicting that Dominic, Ray's son, will eventually possibly turn on Ray and join.
He's going to show up at some point, and he's going to join. He's going to be he's going to be a disciple.
I hate to see it. That's going to be an emotional storyline.
But
for some, but should be good.
Seth was worried. Seth was worried that Rey Mysterio was spreading lies about the sacrifices he made for the sake of the cause. He gave Rey Mysterio a chance to come in peace next week and retire openly as a legend.
What do you think's going to happen?
So, I know. I mean, they're going to end up fighting. Yeah,
Right.
of course. He's got to be almost cleared. He didn't look that fine, and he's got a mask on already, so it's not that hard to put a piece of cloth over your eye. Yeah. Anyways, Seth's talking all this smack, mad smack. Here comes Aleister Black out of left field and just cold cocks him, dude, by the table. I'm loving the Aleister Black Seth Rollins mash together because.
Do you think that's going to lead into a different storyline? Because I'm still kind of like trying to figure out why is Aleister coming out just out of respect to Ray. Because
I don't know, but like I said, I'm digging it. I think it's going to put Aleister in a better position to because it's showing you, because he's not only is he going up against Seth Rollins, he's winning. Yeah. He's winning these matches against Seth Rollins. So I
don't know if you remember him going back and forth week after week with Buddy Murphy putting on banger matches.
Exactly. Well, it's like I said, so Aleister Black comes out and attacks him, right? Here come the disciples. Of course, you're going to protect the Messiah. Here comes Humberto. We get us another impromptu Teddy Long theme tag match. Two segments, 2 tag matches. Paulie, what's going on? Is Teddy Long back running
I'd like
things?
to announce a tag team match, playa,
Playa!
with The Undertaker.
Dude, so 2 segments in, we got 2 tag team matches, okay? Humberto Carrillo and Aleister Black end up pulling off a win against the Disciples. Okay?
I'm going to be honest, I didn't see them taking that W, but
the best part about it, in my opinion, was that from somewhere, after the match was over, Seth Rollins has the Rey Mysterio mask. And he puts it on and backwards walks up the ramp like this.
Is there a GIF of that?
Dude, he's amazing. He's such a good bad
It's like
guy.
you said, everything that dude touches is gold. Whether you want to admit it or not.
He's such a
dude's
good
money.
bad guy.
He is.
Then,
I was sketchy about that gimmick. But
dude, we had a segment come back on Monday night that it's been a while. The Peep Show? The Peep Show. My peeps. Christian with special guest Edge.
he should be in the Hall of Fame.
Did you see this segment?
I didn't catch
Okay,
that.
dude.
That's why I looked through it.
Yeah. Okay. So they come out, and you're all expecting Edge or Christian to hype Edge up, get him all kinds of, and he's kind of like, you're nothing anymore, and he kind of just lets him know that he's questioning him, kind of trying to fire Edge up, it's his boy, he's trying to hype him up, in my opinion.
Right.
But Randy
You ain't
Orton,
got it anymore.
dude, Randy Orton comes out, and he says he's gonna make an appearance on the talk show. He says to Charlie Caruso before in the backstage. Edge found his confidence. I do this because I don't think he lost his confidence.
No, I don't think so either.
And Orton said that this Sunday, in the greatest wrestling match ever, that's what they're dubbing it, that he will end Edge's career. He will end Edge's career.
We'll talk about that when we get to the predictions for Backlash.
Yep, we got those coming up. I'm gonna blaze.
SmackDown's coming down tonight, so we haven't watched it.
Yeah,
Obviously,
we
so
don't know what happened on SmackDown. There could be implications that lead into Sunday.
We'll figure that out later. If so, we'll address
I
it.
have
Follow us.
before as of this morning, Friday morning, I have the updated card for Backlash. Coming next, dude, we had the Viking Raiders and the Street Profits in the Decathlon, which I liked it. They played. Look here, I wrote down what they got. They were 2 evenly matched once again, as they both went 5-5. But the events that they had definitely catered to each team's strength. Each team got to pick 5 events. Each team won their respective events. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins win the 1,600-meter dash. They won at Flip Cup. They won at hurdles because Ivar just ran through the hurdles. He didn't even hurdle them. They won in the dance competition and shot put. Eric and Ivar won archery, sword fighting, stick fighting, turkey leg eating, and
turkey leg has played a role
and
in the whole thing.
pole vaulting. Okay, so yes, like Dean said, the turkey leg has played a role in the whole thing.
It has been great. It's been great.
The final score is left a tie, though. They end this whole thing. They do this for like 4 or 5 weeks. There's not even a match on horizon. I'll tell you right now, they are not booked to defend those titles on Backlash.
Pre-show?
No.
Wow. I didn't even.
No.
You would think that would be leading up to that.
Exactly.
That would make sense. That'd be
Nothing.
perfect, which would be a banger of a match.
Oh, yeah.
I love them.
I love
Both
Street Profits. I love both of them, but Street
The
Profits,
energy
I
they
want
bring
to smoke.
and yeah.
I want to smoke.
I almost bought that the other day. It was like $16.
So they go to a 5-5 draw, dude. It's kind of a big letdown for me because it's been kind of funny and it's giving you a break from the regular wrestling, which is cool.
Fun.
Yeah, I liked it.
But I wanted to see that match.
I want to see something. I wanted somebody to come out on top. Maybe have the Viking Raiders come out on top, and they say, well, because we won, we should get a title shot now. Then, boom, there you go. That's how you lead into that match. No big deal.
Or you would think it since it was a tie, they'd be like, all right, the only way to settle this is have
Only way to settle this is to have us a good old-fashioned wrestling match.
Disqualification tag team match or something.
Wait. You guys wanted to have a tag team match, playa?
You dang right we did. So that's, like I said, a little disappointed in that segment. Moving on, we had Apollo Crews announce that he would defend his title against the winner of the upcoming triple threat match. So there was a triple threat match: Kevin Owens, Andrade, and Angel Garza. Winner gets a shot at Apollo Crews for the title at Backlash. Pretty good match all around. Of course, you got Angel Garza and Andrade, who they're playing.
Pushing Angel.
They're pushing Angel hard, but they're doing this wedge type of thing. You know, let's force them apart, which I'm not for. You already forced out.
Zelina follows Andrade if they do go to that.
I don't know, because she's been pretty loyal to Andrade the whole time.
She really has.
And I don't know. I don't like the wedge in between them. They could have stuck together, and you could have put, have them go after another tag. Then when you can keep them for tag team titles, you could each have them go after Intercontinental singles, whatever. Dude, Angel Garza is not going to be a heavyweight champ. I'll tell you that. No. I could see Andrade winning the title.
Angel will be more of a mid-card champion.
He's not beating Braun Strowman for the title, but he'll.
Dude's got charisma.
I love Andrade. I wasn't fond of Andrade in NXT when he was Cien Almas. I wasn't for that Andrade. But just Andrade now, he's great. So they had a good match. They teamed up on KO, of course, like you thought they were gonna. And Zelina Vega got knocked down, right? By them. So of course that's where the turn comes, of course.
I really feel that Zelina's gonna go to Angel.
You think so?
I do.
It's okay. Garza gets KO. KO fights out of the wing clipper. Hits Garza with a stunner.
I love when he hits the stunners. I love it.
Andrade sneaks in, throws Kevin Owens off, and steals the pin. So you got Andrade versus Apollo. It's a good match. I like Apollo Crews. I like Andrade. They can both go.
I tweeted this a while back, a couple weeks ago. I really want to see an Apollo Crews heel turn.
That would be awesome.
I think he needs that. His character needs that.
You know what they need to do? I don't know if I don't know if I should say this. I'm going to say it anyways. Well, you know what they need to do right now? Because of what's going. You make a Nation of Domination faction, bro, and it will go over so hard.
All right,
you put Titus O'Neil as the Farouk in that.
Ooh, I like that. And that's where Apollo's heel turn comes.
Yep. It would be beautiful.
Who would be the Owen Hart?
Ooh, I don't know. I'd have to think on that one. That would be.
Seth Rollins. No.
I was gonna I would look. It's funny because I was thinking Austin Theory.
Ooh.
I was thinking Austin Theory because he's young and impressionable.
What if it's Kevin Owens?
I'm okay with it too. But dude, you could do it with Titus, Apollo. I'd have to think on it. I mean, Biggie. I did see tonight on SmackDown.
Right there.
I did see tonight on SmackDown the one thing somebody shared. I saw it on Facebook.
It's gonna happen.
Biggie and Kofi came out, dropped to a knee, and had a fist in the air, which was awesome. It was cool. I shared it. I shared it to the page. I'm about it.
100% about it.
So, after this, we had a tag team match. Viking Raiders.
I want a Big E singles push so bad.
Dude, I've been one of the Big E singles push.
I love the New Day.
I love the New Day too.
It's time. Big E is gonna turn on him like the Shield.
You think so?
I do.
So we had an episode of the VIP Lounge. We had 2 talk shows and 2 tag team matches.
can't get behind.
This show really was run by Teddy Long, wasn't it, Playa?
I've
It
never,
was, dude. This was an episode run by Teddy Long, and which has something to do with maybe what we're talking about Paul Heyman in a little bit.
I've never been an MVP fan.
I've never liked Montel either. So we had the VIP lounge. His special guest was supposed to be Bobby Lashley to talk about how he put Drew McIntyre in the full Nelson last week to end the show.
So
Okay.
Claymore kid.
So Drew McIntyre actually comes out because he's talking. It was so funny because MVP was like, the most devastating finisher and this and that and the youngest champion, blah, blah, blah. And he's talking up somebody, and then Drew's music hits, and he comes out, and he's like, what, did I come out too early? Like, go ahead, keep going. Talk about me. All that stuff you were talking about me.
I love this version of Drew McIntyre.
Dude, I love it, too. He's great shit talk. Great shit-talking Scotsman.
Oh, yeah.
So they come out, and, you know.
Hello, you cool cat and kittens, or whatever he said.
Oh, dude,
So
he's
good.
so funny. They get into it. We get it's supposed to be, like I said, Lashley versus MVP. Lashley and MVP versus the Viking Raiders. Nice, boring tag team match again.
I do still want to see Lashley versus Brock, but Lashley's just
That's what MVP's pushing for.
make it happen.
And he's pushing for the title, but Brock doesn't have the title right now.
Can you see Lashley holding the title?
Maybe if he's played right. He can really fight. Bobby Lashley can really fight.
It's just his character's so boring.
I hate his character.
Don't talk.
Dude, don't talk for nothing.
Yeah, just don't
I've
give
referred to
a
him as a vacuum of charisma.
A vacuum of charisma,
Dude-
producer
dude
Paulie
looks like he's
says.
an awesome guy. He's just,
He's got them ass eyes, though. like, come on, man. And then, especially when he was wearing the headband. Remember when they had him wearing the headband and he looked even weirder?
I'm so glad he took it off. I see he's wearing pants now, too.
Yeah, I like that he's wearing pants. I'm about that. You can put Bobby Lashley in that new domination, the new nation of domination.
Ooh.
Bobby Lashley, Apollo Crews, Titus O'Neil, and the New Day.
KO.
Just put the whole New Day.
Yeah, there you go. And KO.
I'm down for that,
Give me Kevin Owens his own heart.
dude.
You gotta make that happen.
So the Lashley and MVP defeat the Viking Raiders by submission. Okay, he gets Ivar in the full Nelson and gets him to tap out. The big dude, the bigger of the two Viking Raiders, gets put in the full Nelson by Bobby Lashley.
Amanda asked, "What kind of eyes?" By Bobby Lashley.
He got the ass eyes.
Glad you just saw that.
All right.
It's like DJ Qualls on a new guy.
Oh, man. So, last match of the night, Asuka, Charlotte Flair. I don't even want to talk about this match for real because Asuka.
We all know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, Asuka kicked out and the ref clearly just counted 3. Like, it was 1, 2, her shoulders up, and he's just like, 3, ring the bell. She got Performance Center screw jobbed in a singles match
You
that
see they
didn't mean
started a
anything.
petition on Twitter where the Charlotte never win a title again.
Dude, somebody did that?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people are signing it. it's legit real. They're just tired of seeing her win titles.
Don't you
Like,
talk
Like,
about my
please do not-
GoFundMe.
Like,
What?
Don't you talk about my petitions and GoFundMes
You got petitions?
to keep
Oh,
Charlotte
Paulie
Flair away
started
from
that?
championship.
I knew it.
All right, so Charlotte defeats Asuka.
hit my IP
Get out of here. I
address.
don't
Get outta
care. That's
here.
all I got on that page. All right, moving on to the fallout from NXT. We had the pay-per-view. Okay, we know who won. Start to show off. Who you think's coming out? Adam Cole, baby! Adam Cole
Boom.
comes out and declares himself the most dominant man in NXT. I concur. And that's all I have to say about that.
And then what happens?
That's it.
Scarlett.
Oh, yeah. And then Scarlett comes out.
She reminds me of Sable back in the day.
Like old school Sable?
Yeah.
Yeah. But like non-fake boob Sable? Like before she got big, before she put the
Was she
handprints
still
on her?
Mark Marrow at that
Yep.
time? Yeah.
The wild man Mark Marrow, because she did the that's where the cat came
You
from.
got the whip.
Yep. Yep, exactly.
Troy, Catfish. That was Troy's song. We would imitate the whip all the time. Because we used to own the CD. We'd buy the CDs. Of the
Oh yeah, the WWE music.
yeah.
You can still. They're
We
on.
would sit
Hey,
there in his
they're on
living room.
Spotify. Those CDs, those exact ones, dude. You don't want to talk about me. I'm rolling down. Hey, if you catch me rolling and I'm listening to wrestling music, mind your business, okay?
I've done it.
Because I'm hitting one of these right here.
The other day I was playing the Young Bucks theme song.
Exactly. I listen to Undisputed Era all the
That's
time.
my alarm clock too.
Dude, We Want to Smoke. The Street Profits theme song goes hard.
I want that T-shirt of them. That it looks
The
like,
old school that looks like the
a
old
90s,
school
like,
rap
No
tee.
Limit covers.
Yep. Dude, I saw a lady in Walmart, in Elyria Walmart, wearing a We Want to Smoke t-shirt the other
Yeah.
day, and I was like, oh, shit, okay, lady, I see you.
That's awesome.
So, I mean, we had a tag team match, Johnny Gargano and the Garganos. Paulie, do you know if Keith Lee and Mia Yim are dating?
They are dating.
They are.
Okay.
And
I
we are
thought so.
to refer to them as Team Yimitless now.
Yimitless.
Yimitless.
I like that.
I like it. Okay, so Team Gargano versus Team Yimitless had a tag team match. We had a bunch of fighting crap. You know, it was a good match. It was a brawl.
This is
Yeah.
a random question for Dean, who is, as we've learned today, quote, jacked. What do you like from McDonald's?
Who's that from?
Our CEO.
I like plain double cheeseburgers.
That's fine too. Yeah. Sweet tea.
Sweet
Sweet
tea.
tea?
Sweet tea.
Sweet tea. That's it. Just get him a large tea.
Just bring that big
I'm
container.
a simple man.
Just
Damn it.
tea.
It was a good match between the two. They gave the consolation prize to Johnny and Candace for not winning at the pay-per-view. Let's let them win a meaningless match.
Johnny grabbed out Candace and like threw her hand. I was
Yeah.
Like,
Weekend at Bernie's.
that was, yeah. It had Weekend at Bernie
Yeah,
vibes.
it was a good one. I don't know how to say this guy's name. And look, all I put on my note, how do you say it, Paul? Induce
Induce share.
share, okay?
That's all you need to say.
Versus local competitors. That's what it said on the recap because I couldn't remember their names. So I looked up the NXT recap to write my notes, and it said Induce share versus local competitors.
We all know how that.
Do you want to know what my note says? Induce share wins easily.
For those scoring at home, it was Mike Reed and Mike Delphi.
How about
Mike Reed and Mike Doak.
how about that segment with Drake?
Woo. Oh, Drake Loomis, the Bob Ross.
Yeah.
I love him. He's
Dexter
doing,
Loomis?
Huh?
Dexter Loomis?
Dexter.
Yeah.
Dexter. You said Drake. Who's Drake?
Drake. I was.
Oh, wait. We got that coming. That's a big one. I'm excited.
no,
for-
I was.
Which
meaning-
I told you guys
You
about
meant
last
you
week.
meant Dexter
Yes.
Loomis, but you said Drake, which made me think of Drake Maverick, which is coming
That
later on
sounds
in the
totally
show.
something else. I wouldn't even try to do that because I'll probably butcher that guy.
Dexter Loomis is the crazy Bob Ross guy, and I love it. When he first came out, and this is going back to that thing that me and Paulie were talking about last week, that breakout star tournament or whatever they had on the network. I remember him from that, and he looked like a cop, like the way he just was with his flat top and his mustache. He looked like one of these cops in Lyric.
I saw him at the NXT show that was just most recently
Oh, okay.
that you guys didn't get to go to.
Oh, yeah.
unfortunately.
The one at the Agora.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was awesome. And they gave him that whole thing where he was standing back in the Agora in like a dark room with like a red light, and he was just like looming there. It was
Oh,
just
really?
kinda, yeah. It was just cool.
Nice. Yeah, I like that they gave him something to work with, and he's actually doing a pretty good job with it. I like it. He's freaking Roderick Strong
Dude's a
out,
beast. Yeah.
and it's funny.
Did he kidnap him? Or did he try kidnapping
He
him?
tried kidnapping him.
Kidnapped them both at Takeover in your house.
Yeah, he kidnapped them both. Yeah, he put him in the trunk of the car during the Velveteen Dream match. Something else happened after Indusher defeated the local competitors. Breezango is back. I am totally about Fandango being back, dude. Love Fandango. Always loved Fandango. I'm upset that he's hurt. But they said they're coming back and they're going to change their style.
Like gimmick?
They're still going to be Breezango, but they want to change.
Their style of wrestling?
Excuse me.
They want to be taken more seriously between the ropes.
More their image, yeah. They want
So
to.
they're not going to come out like the Fashion Police.
No,
Yes.
they're still going to do that.
No,
they
they-
just want to be taken more seriously once the bell rings.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Inside the ring, they're going to tone it down with the flashy showboats, stuff like that.
Come out all flashy then.
But they're going to come out all flashy, and then it's business time. and I'm about it.
Tyler Breeze is a beast in the ring.
Breezango promised to defeat Imperium next week.
I'm all for that. Put the titles on him.
It's not for the titles. It'll just be a match.
No, it is for the tag titles.
Did they put the titles on the line?
Tag titles are on the line.
Yes.
I thought they
Give
said
it to
no
him.
titles. I was assuming that they'd
They deserve
let
that.
them defeat them and then they'd put the titles on the line like a takeover or something. NXT showed a recap of.
Give us a takeover Cleveland.
I would love a takeover.
They were talking. Ciampa came out when I was at that one, and he was talking about that. He was talking to Triple H about it, and then the lights went out, and that's when Johnny and him were kind of feuding, and no one knew he was there. Lights went out. Johnny came out.
Johnny said take over Cleveland every time I've ever seen him. He said he's pitching one because he knows that they'd sell it out.
Make it happen.
Speaking of Tommaso Ciampa,
However you said.
NXT showed a recap of Karrion Kross dominating Tommaso Ciampa pretty much at TakeOver. Ciampa refused to answer any questions about the loss backstage. They showed a little clip. He refused to answer any questions. He was salty boy.
Oh yeah. Which rightfully, I mean.
I get it.
Yeah.
He's playing the card.
That's how he is.
Robert Stone, they cut to a little scene. Robert Stone trying to recruit Rhea Ripley, Robert Stone's not been having a good last couple weeks, man.
His style, just like how he is mixed with Rhea, it's just, I can't see that.
Well, she slammed him through the table in the back, so.
I'm going to say, like, you can't, that metal scene that she has, that works for her.
Once again, we had Finn Balor in a match against Cameron Grimes.
I like him.
I like him too. So what's up? Because Finn Balor wins this one, man. Does he not want to put over young talent?
He tried refusing to fight Finn, and William Regal was like, "No."
Why?
I forget the reason.
I was gonna say I didn't see that part.
Yeah, they came back and he was like refusing to even like get ready for it.
Well, because it makes you upset. Balor wins by pinfall. I mean,
I wants. I may be mistaken, but William Regal wasn't there, so they did
like a Zoom call or something.
Yeah. And he's like, "Yeah, no, you better be ready for tonight." And they kind of forced him in.
Well, Finn Balor wins. I mean, and so that's 2 weeks, not 2 weeks, but 2 nights, 2 matches in a row where he had a chance to put over a younger talent and didn't.
By this too. Like, where is this going?
Exactly. At the end of the match, he calls out Keith Lee. So he wants to fight for the North American Championship.
So then Keith's going to take the title from Adam Cole?
Maybe.
If Finn Balor were to win that match, if that were to happen, he would become a Grand Slam champion of NXT.
Who did he win tag team titles with? Samoa Joe? Samoa Joe because they won the first Dusty. Right?
Rest in peace, Dusty, by the way.
Yes, today marks 5 years. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. These are hard times, my
I watched
friend.
the video of Scott Hall reminiscing how.
Dude, that's all my Facebook memories today. A couple of them. They're all because I've shared one every year. I probably shared one today. It's Dusty, man. They're hard times, dude.
Which I
Still relevant today.
That, Scott Hall and Kurt Hennig won the tag titles when Dusty put him on. Like that was like his first big break.
Oh, nice.
Scott had a big old mustache and perm.
Yeah.
It's not the Scott Hall you think when you think of NWO and Razor Ramon, that's for sure.
Exactly.
It was back in the day.
Oh, when he had the tight jeans on and the cowboy boots and stuff, yeah.
Dusty bought him his first pair of wrestling boots, which was like $200, and Scott was like, when he got into WCW, was in the NWO. Dusty was at this point where they were kind of treating him like, oh, you're washed up and old, and he convinced Dusty to come join NWO.
Yeah. Okay.
And then like backstage, went out there, had a little thing. He said, "Thank you for not bringing it up," and he slapped $200 back in his hand. Like,
I remember
he repaid him
Dusty
for doing that, and it was like also him bringing him into NWO because he could tell Dusty was like feeling down because being mistreated.
Yeah.
Again, like the spotlight was back on him and reminded the world. So like that was another way of repaying him. Like you helped me, you brought me into this.
You brought me into this. This is my repayment for sure.
Which is cool.
Dude, everybody that I've ever I've taught I can't say that I've talked to people that knew Dusty Rhodes, but I've read people's stories and not even just little excerpts on Twitter and stuff like that. But people have blogged stories about Dusty, dude, and everybody has said that nobody has a bad word to say about the man. And yeah, some people when they die, if you don't have anything nice to say about him, you'll know if somebody didn't care for them by how they say, "Oh, I'm sorry he's gone."
Yeah.
Or, "Oh my God, dude, he was the coolest dude ever." You know what I'm saying?
That's all I've ever heard is people
and that's
telling some
all I've
stories.
ever heard is say that he was the best and he's a father figure to all these younger wrestlers. And he molded the shapes of so many in NXT younger. Jinder Mahal, Bo Dallas, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns.
I feel like a lot of people
the Wyatt family. Dude, like...
Dusty played a huge role in professional wrestling back in the day.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
He was just as big as, like, Hulk Hogan.
Wall
and Ric Flair.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, WWE was running the Ohio Loop the weekend that Dusty died, and I will tell you that one of the most painful things as a wrestling fan is to be there when they do the 10-bell salute. That is one of the most quiet arenas you'll ever hear.
I don't think I've ever been to one.
I don't recommend it.
You were there for a Dusty one?
I was there for the Raw after. They did it at Money in the Bank in Columbus, and then they did it at Raw the next night in Cleveland. And
Nice.
it was bad. It was rough.
Lucky. So Balor defeats Cameron Grimes. Big whoop. Who cares? Dakota Kai goes against Casey Catanzaro.
She's back.
Dude, this is the American Ninja chick.
Yeah.
This is
Ricochet
dude.
old lady.
She's so cool. Like, dude, I remember she was in the Royal Rumble or whatever, and she like wrapped her legs around the pole and like fell back. Dude, she's cool. She's not the best wrestler, but she's definitely getting better. You can tell she's been working on her stuff.
Well, I mean, she's probably working with Ricochet.
She almost stole an upset. She almost got the upset on Dakota Kai.
I was rooting for her.
But Raquel Gonzalez
Monster.
is a beast, and she interfered in the match without the ref knowing. Set her up for the kick for the GTK for the win.
Do you feel like Raquel's going to get to that point? Like, I am sick of carrying you.
Exactly. That's exactly what I think is going to happen. Kai and Gonzalez started beating up Catanzaro afterwards, just mollywopping this little girl.
It's the second time in a week I've heard mollywop.
I like mollywopping, Paul. And then her partner comes down. And then, dude, it seemed like her partner was going to beat the crap out of all these girls, dude. She was just rocking. And then Raquel Gonzalez. Power bomb, single arm, just Rampage Jackson style. Yeah. Dakota Kai defeated Casey Catanzaro by pinfall. It wasn't really nothing, no storyline leading up to it.
No.
Okay.
It was one of those filler matches at that point.
Yeah.
Like,
It was a good one, though. It was a good match. This is what I've been excited about. I've been excited about this because I did not like El Hijo del Fantasma.
No.
I was not a fan.
Did a great job on that, though.
Who, me?
Yes.
Like just saying it right there?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Good for you. I would have butchered that.
El
I would
Hijo
have
del
messed that up
Fantasma.
so bad.
Okay, so El Hijo del Fantasma comes out, and he's NXT champion right now. He comes out. Drake Maverick comes out behind him. He
Hopkins.
What?
He said, I can't handle the Dean Gunn show. He needs sleeves.
Pull him up,
I'll wear
baby.
his sleeves next time.
Bam! Yeah! So El Hijo del Fantasma comes out, and Drake, he's talking here, he's in the ring, whatever. Drake Maverick comes out. He wants a shot, which is awesome.
Gave him a little speech. He said, we put on a great match, blah, blah, blah. Despite everything that was going on with my side, you deserved it. But he's like, I could beat you if you give me another chance. And he's like,
See.
And then the two masked men come back.
Dude, these masked guys come out. And who are they? I don't
tried
know.
to interfere in the last match.
I don't know. They all three of them, team up and just beat the crap out of Drake Maverick.
Yeah, they make it look like Drake and them are like, all right, come on.
Yeah.
They don't know. They don't know if they're coming to beat up Phantasmo or Drake. You know what I'm saying? So they're kind of like, all right, let's take them on. Drake turns his back. Phantasmo's right there.
And then he gets mollywopped.
Ding.
What is that move that he hit Drake? Because that was
It's
nice.
called the Phantom Driver.
I like that.
He hits the Phantom Driver.
And this commercial break.
We got our first caller. Look, babe, you're on. Look, she hung up on me.
Psych.
Psych.
That ain't happening.
All right.
If you recall, I mentioned this very thing happening
tell Dean
last
to
week.
be louder.
I'm
Can
sorry.
you, producer Paulie? Can we turn Dean's mic up a little bit?
It's about as far as it can go, but I will certainly
talking
try.
into it today, I think.
All right. Well,
I feel like I am.
the
Do I need
people,
to be
the
like
people are
right
telling
up in
me.
there?
People are telling me they can't hear you, Dean.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so they hit him with the Phantom Driver is the name of the move, right?
That is a beautiful move.
It is a good move.
then
Sorry,
what-
setting on my phone. I'm back. I can see what you
So
guys
then
are
he gets
saying.
up. The dudes rip off their mask.
And it's Joaquin Wilde and Raul Mendoza. Now, I don't know. I know the
familiar.
name. I've seen Joaquin Wilde wrestle 7 or 8 matches. He's great. The man can wrestle. He was also in that Breakout Stars thing, I believe, right, Paul?
Yes, he was. A lot of us thought he was going to win it.
I thought he was going to win it.
I don't remember him either.
DJ Z from Impact Wrestling / TNA.
But then Phantasmo? Is this better? Can you guys hear me? Hopefully.
So they come out. The El Hijo del Fantasma unmasks and is Pablo. I'm sorry.
Not Pablo Escobar.
Sorry.
It's
Oh,
Escobar.
crap.
Santos
Santos
Escobar. My bad. Santos Escobar. Now, Paulie, I'm not hip to Santos Escobar. Can you give me some background?
Well, El Hijo del Fantasma has wrestled around the world in AAA, Impact, TNA. He's been everywhere, and he actually has held many championships across the world.
As that gimmick?
He is, well, not as Santos, but as El
Hijo del Fantasma.
Because he always wore that mask.
Yes.
Yes. Now, I read
unmasking.
2 or 3 weeks ago, or before he came, a couple months before he came to WWE, he lost his mask in another promotion.
Yes.
Okay.
Like he was in a mask versus, you can lose your mask, you got to leave.
That's like a traditional match.
Yeah.
And that's usually how you write somebody out of a territory anyways. The original plan was for Phantasma to come in maskless, and then for whatever reason, as we've now learned, that changed, and he entered the Cruiserweight Championship tournament.
Whatever. I'm okay with it.
It
looks amazing.
I like this Escobar turn.
I mean, dude, now he's completely untouchable. He is the master of the cruiserweights. He's got Joaquin Wilde and Raul Mendoza watching his back, kicking ass for him.
And they're dressed in suits. It kind of gave off like a... Kind of like how the Messiah came out with AOP. Those kind of vibes.
Yep.
But NXT's version.
I'm okay with it.
The rumored name for the group is The Prestige.
I'm curious to see how this goes.
The Prestige is the rumored name for the group, according to producer Paul.
I like that.
I like it too. Santos Escobar and The Prestige. I'm about it.
Dig that.
Heel faction.
Think about going back to last week's NXT, though, now.
This AOP, man. I wish they'd stay healthy.
Dude, me too.
You go back to those masked luchadors coming out during the Cruiserweight Championship matchup. Now we know for sure that Santos Escobar was in on it the whole time and that he basically rigged the whole tournament to make sure he would win.
Yep.
Remember, all those guys got kidnapped leading up to the tournament. Akira Tozawa almost got kidnapped like 3 times.
Yeah, he did. He kept getting away.
And can somebody please tell William Regal to get better security? Jesus, God. What else has to happen to the Performance Center?
Amanda said, Prestige worldwide.
Yes. Prestige.
Prestige worldwide.
One of them better end up sliding underneath the ring.
So, we had Adam Cole versus Dexter Lumis. This is when the Scarlet thing happened.
Yeah.
Adam Cole fought Dexter Lumis in the main event. Okay. Dude, backstage, Adam Cole before the match. Adam Cole, he's preparing for his match, and Roderick Strong bursted in with another drawing from Dexter Lumis. The Messiah, the Backbreaker, is freaking. Dude, Dexter Lumis has got him all twisted.
I love it.
They're cheering. Okay, so they cheer on they're talking to Adam Cole, and they're trying to get him hyped up. Okay. They get out with the match. They get to going. They're having a solid match. They're trying to get Adam Cole back in the match. I'm sorry, I had it worded wrong. It got me off guard.
Rookie.
He bounces out. He bounces out of a finish move. He reverses the kata gatame, which is one of Lumis's moves.
Well said.
Hits him with a super kick. Beautiful super kick. Set him up with a Panama Sunrise, which is amazing.
I love that.
One of the most beautiful moves I've ever seen in my life. And other people do it all the time, and it doesn't look as good as when Adam Cole does it.
It also depends on who sells it.
He reverses it back into the kata gatame again.
Kata
Gatame.
Gatame.
Yep, with a G.
Gatame.
Fish distracts referee. Strong with the enziguri. Strength in numbers. UE wins. No big deal.
My least
Last shot. Adam Cole wins. They're whooping Lumis's ass. Here comes the Velveteen Dream. Makes sense. He just lost. Of course, he's going to stick up for people. Lights go out. Scarlett walks down the ramp.
You forgot about Velveteen Dream showing up.
I didn't. I just said Velveteen Dream.
That was a big part of that, unfortunately, that a lot of people are overlooking, is that he basically helped take out the Undisputed Era to leave Adam Cole by himself.
That's what I literally just said. I said they said they were beating up Loomis, and then the Velveteen Dream came out.
But he basically cleared house for
the Velveteen Dream made the save, beat up everybody. The lights went out, and then nobody was around. So Velveteen Dream kidnapped.
What are those so called? The little time things?
It's like hourglass.
Yeah, a cool looking hourglass. She sets that down and just kind of looks at him like you know.
Because what's his thing,
Tick-tock.
Paul?
Tick-tock.
Tick-tock. That's right. So
Cross is coming for that title.
Cross is coming from the title, and with the way he's been going, I assume he's going to be the one to take it off of Adam Cole.
More than likely.
And that was the end of NXT this week. It was a solid show.
It was.
In my opinion, I watched all shows this week besides SmackDown tonight, and it pains me to say this. The best wrestling of the week, wrestling, not storyline gimmick, because I know nothing of the storyline,
You still think Impact?
belonged to Impact Wrestling.
Man, I gotta go watch this.
The best wrestling, and like I said, I don't know if you guys have heard me say this on the show or not before. As I've gotten older, gimmicks aren't really my thing anymore. I like the pure wrestling. Like Jay White and Okada, when they have those sequences, dude, where they jump and flip and miss the clothesline. He ducks back and does this, and the wrestling. That's beautiful because you got to be on time and in sync with whoever you're fighting.
Era, like the gimmicks don't last like they would back
exactly.
in the day. Like,
so to get it over, to be good, I want you to be a good wrestler. Which I like Seth Rollins. Sure, his gimmicks have always been awesome. He's always the Kingslayer and all that. He's always done a good job. But he's a good wrestler. When was the
last time, like, The Undertaker, that gimmick has lasted how long?
30 years? 35 years.
You know what I'm saying? Like Hulk Hogan.
Disciples of Apocalypse. It doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be. I don't think Stone Cold could wrestle, but
the Stunner
that's neither
beautiful.
here nor there.
I love Stone Cold.
I love Stone Cold too. I love Stone Cold.
I can agree, though.
Are you going to be watching
Slammiversary?
Slammiversary?
What?
Are you going to watch Slammiversary?
I am, sir.
You can't tell me that
when is it? It's this next Saturday, right?
No, July 18th.
July 18th. Oh, July 18th. I thought it was June 18th.
Main event for the Impact World Championship, a 5-way elimination match. Tessa Blanchard returns from Mexico to defend against Ace Austin, Mike Elgin, Trey, and the returning Eddie Edwards. Should be fantastic.
Trey? Who's Trey?
Trey is one of the trio known as the Rascals.
Oh, okay, yeah. The Rascals. I like them too. They got 420 and stuff in their jacket. They're smokers. I saw them, ain't it, Paulie?
That seems to be their gimmick.
I've only seen one episode of Impact, so I literally know who nobody is. I saw Ace Austin, and I'm about it. He looked cool.
Trey was supposed to face Ace Austin in the finals of the Number One Contenders tournament.
And he got attacked backstage, and they think his buddy did it. I don't know his buddy's name.
Wentz,
that's right. And Wentz ended up coming out and fighting for him and getting his ass kicked by Ace Austin.
I gotta start watching.
They had a hell of a match, though.
Yeah, they had a good match.
And Wentz had already just competed in a Number One Contenders tag team match the match prior.
Which they won. And who's the champions?
The champions are the North.
The North.
The longest reigning Impact tag team champions.
I know them. Who are they?
All Ego Ethan Page.
Yes.
Ethan Page. That's why. Because I listened to a Joe Rogan podcast that had him on it. Because I was just,
Really?
I was scrolling through Joe Rogan podcast.
I love Joe
and he was
Rogan.
like, he was like talking to pro wrestler. And I was like, huh. And I clicked on it. And I listened to that whole thing. And it was really good.
Ethan Page and, of course, his tag team partner, the walking weapon, Josh Alexander.
Okay. All right, guys.
I'm really excited to reveal to you guys next week about what we have in store as far as
We still got a couple more things. We're not
I'm
done.
just
We're
throwing it
not
out
done
there.
for tonight
No,
yet.
I'm just
We're an
throwing it
hour
out
and a
there.
half in, and we're not done for tonight yet.
I've been brainstorming. I got ideas. This is going to be exciting. I'm just
All right, we're gonna talk about Paulie Heyman real quick
Yes.
because I don't have a bunch about Paulie. Not Paulie.
Yo.
Paul E.
From what I
Heyman.
understand, he is let go of being the producer of what was it, Raw?
Of Raw, the executive of creative.
He was the lead writer and lead creative for Monday Night Raw.
Lead creative for Monday Night Raw.
Now Bruce Pritchard is taking over for
He
both
will be
SmackDown
running both
and
shows.
Raw.
Yes, he will be running both shows.
SmackDown's been kind of.
The reports are that essentially Paul Heyman is the fall guy for the ratings being down during COVID.
And it's not even that the ratings are that bad during COVID. What I read was that they go down after the second hour. So like during the third hour. So my question, I want to ask to both of you, do you think they should cut Raw down to 2 hours?
I do.
It would be nice, but financially they can't do it.
You don't think so?
That third hour is one of the main reasons why WWE's TV package has been so valuable.
Contract.
Yeah. No, I understand, but they just they're saying that the third hour is the worst watched hour, so they don't.
Well, let me ask you this: you guys are both products of the Attitude
Era.
Era.
Dude, where it's so boring.
The last like half hour, I'm just like, and I've just turned it off to be honest with you, because I'm just like, I know what's gonna happen. It's like it gets predictable, and it's just so boring. Man. It loses that.
It has no grit anymore.
It doesn't.
Well, let me ask you this: you guys both were fans during the Attitude Era, right?
I'm really not that type of person.
Say one more time, Paul.
You guys were both fans during the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monday Nitro was 3 hours.
Raw is War, and Warzone was 2 hours.
Yeah.
Which show did you watch more? The 3 hours or the 2?
But I wanted to see what happened at 11 o'clock. I wanted to know what was happening on the Warzone.
It seems to me that 3 hours of wrestling every Monday night might not be a great idea.
I agree. Seems. I mean, it's the
Cut
way.
Down to 2.5, maybe.
You gotta go 2. Everybody has 2.
I'm down with 2.
Raw's the only show with 3.
No less than 2. No
Impact
more than
is
2.5.
2. I believe NWA Power is 1.
Yeah, it is. NXT was just an hour too.
Yeah, NXT is 2 now.
It would transition.
When they got to USA, they went to an hour and a half because of commercials, but still. Yeah. All right. So apparently, Paulie Heyman is now out as the lead executive creator at Raw. We'll see what Bruce Pritchard has to say.
To focus on being an in-ring performer, they said.
Which means he's going to be the advocate to Brock.
Which is why they see.
Maybe we'll get Brock back and Paulie will start talking shit.
Oh,
it was
good
like
Lord.
Brock's attire, but it was a Paul Heyman body, and then Brock dressed up in a suit with the Brock body. It was hilarious.
That would be funny.
Does anybody have any concerns about the Heyman guys that are on Raw being buried by Pritchard? Because Apollo Crews, Drew McIntyre, Aleister Black, Seth Rollins are all the guys that have been getting pushed here. Liv Morgan
needs to continue to get that push. All of them actually do.
Apollo's going to drop the United States Championship now. There's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah, Apollo's going to lose it to Andrade at Backlash.
He's dead in the water.
We'll talk about that in a minute. Coming up, that's the last segment of the hour of the show. Yeah. We're going to do picks for Backlash. Dean won, Jeff.
I won.
Dean won the first week for
NXT
Takeover. Dean is the winner. So
we got something here.
We're gonna do something about that. We're not gonna talk about it. Don't say anything.
I'm not saying that.
Okay. We got CEO in the building. Jeffrey's here.
Awesome.
We're gonna do our Backlash picks. Paul, you're in this as well, and we're gonna
Oh, by the way, I have a poll that's been going on during the show about who's excited for Backlash this Sunday.
Who's excited for Backlash? I know I am.
It is 60-40, yes.
64. How many votes we got on that?
Enough.
All right, enough, he says. That's more than me, you, and my wife.
I voted.
Oh, yes. Jeff voted. All right. He's probably in the no bracket.
That's exactly what I voted.
Told ya. So we got Backlash coming up on Sunday. I don't know what order the card's going to be in.
Like we said, SmackDown's going on tonight. We haven't watched it, obviously.
Yeah, so if something happened on SmackDown tonight that I'm not privy to that changed the card.
I can tell you that as of this morning, no changes had been made to the card. You're fine.
Okay. So starting off, I'm assuming they're going to start off with Jeff Hardy and Sheamus.
Yeah.
That'll be the match that starts the show.
Interested how this goes.
So
both men can use a W here.
I agree.
I wouldn't mind seeing another Sheamus mid-card title run, but I also want to see Jeff Hardy do the same thing.
Okay. So you got Sheamus or Jeff Hardy? Who are you picking?
Vote now on our poll on the video.
Ooh, Paulie's got a poll up.
Yo, executive producer.
Yo, EP Paulie.
I'm going to go with Sheamus.
I made my selection on the app. Paulie knows my pick. Paulie, who are you picking?
You got to say your pick too, sir.
Oh, I will.
That's a tough one. I think Jeff Hardy needs to win this thing.
Paulie is going Senior Hardy. I stuck with my fellow Speedy Boy, and I went Sheamus as well. He's coming back from injury. I think he's going to pick up the W.
He just posted a picture today, said like in a reference to the match, and the dude looks jacked.
Who's Sheamus?
Yeah.
I love Sheamus. I hated the Mohawk. I'm so glad he's back to just normal Sheamus.
Do you
Just
ever watch
be pasty with the awesome spiky hair, dude.
Do you ever watch his little Celtic Warrior workouts on YouTube?
No.
They're pretty intense. They're pretty intense.
Yeah?
Did
Dude.
you watch the one with John Cena?
I didn't
It's
know.
like a whole 2-part thing.
No, I gotta watch that.
John Cena does like 25 minutes worth of stretching.
Oh my god.
It's ridiculous.
That's craziness.
He is a very limber person.
All right. So I got Sheamus. Dean's got Sheamus. Paulie's got Jeff Hardy.
And the poll has Sheamus 100%.
And the poll has Sheamus 100%.
How many votes?
I voted for Sheamus on the poll.
Please stop asking how many votes.
He's not
I'm
gonna.
sorry,
He's not gonna
I'm
tell us
curious.
because if it's like 3 or something, he thinks nobody cares. Like we've told Paulie we
Tell
don't
us.
care.
Right.
It's been dubbed the greatest wrestling match ever.
Ever.
Come on, we all know it's not gonna be the greatest wrestling match ever.
No.
But you gotta.
It better live up to being
Now,
in that conversation.
does Randy Orton win this one and split it so they have to go to a rubber match and go 3? Or because Edge, I read when Edge came back, he signed on for 5 matches. He's had 3. 2 of them, but this will be number 3. 2 of them are against Randy Orton. I'm assuming the Royal Rumble is 1. If not, this is only match number 2. But
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know.
you know what I'm saying? I don't know if the Royal Rumble counts. But even let's say that it does. He signed on for 5 matches. 3 of them, one of them was a Royal Rumble. He's done with 3. One of them was a Royal Rumble, and this will be match number 2 with Orton. So if he loses this one, of course he has to fight Orton again. And then that just leaves a retirement match versus Christian.
You think Christian keeps shooting down. He's not coming back.
Yeah, I know he does.
But side note, that dude needs to be in the Hall of Fame.
I agree.
Way before the Bella Twins. I can't stand the Bella Twins.
I like the Bella Twins. Twin Magic was hot stuff back in the Ruthless Aggression era, bro.
I didn't watch much of that, but
Yeah, Twin Magic, that's where one of them would slide out and the other one would slide in and they'd act faint like pulling Eddie Guerrero.
yeah, no.
Twin Magic was legit. All right, so who do you got winning?
Dragon
Who do you got winning this? You got the Viper? Or you got Edge just cleaning it and taking out, proving the haters wrong, proving that he's still got it, proving that he's still a wrestler?
Taking Randy. Randall Orton, sir. Lock that in.
Randall Orton, lock it in. I'm going to also go the Viper, Randy Orton, in this one. Because as much as I just, said all this crap about it being Randy versus Edge,
Gotta take a L.
I could see Edge fighting Randy for the rest of his matches, and I'm okay with it.
Oh, for sure.
Because the last man standing match was
The
gold.
promos are gold.
The promos are gold.
Everything's just-
They're personal friends, so
Yeah.
they can rib on each other and then go hug on each other in the back when nobody's
By the
really
way,
paying
did you see
attention.
Randy going at it with Ciampa on Twitter?
Yes.
I love it.
I did see Randy Orton and Ciampa talking smack to each other.
love it.
Love it. Even Randy's wife
Leg
said
slap.
something
Leg
to
slap.
Tommaso Ciampa.
I didn't see that.
So I got RKO. Dean, you got RKO.
Paulie, who you got?
Paulie.
Logic dictates Randy Orton should win this match to send it to a third fall, quote unquote. But I really think they're going to put over Edge as the greatest wrestler of all time. I think that's where they're heading with this, and I think they're going to say that 9 years off wasn't enough to take the ring rust and make that a thing.
So
I think Edge is going to win.
Paulie is going Edge. Okay. Paulie's different. Me and you were on the same
The
page.
way he put it, I can see that. for
I
sure,
could see it.
100%.
Well, that's one of them things I told you about. Remember earlier at the beginning of the show? He's always right, dude.
I mean, I
If
did
look,
this- I did
Edge
this
is gonna
last
win.
week.
Edge is gonna win on Sunday, and they're gonna have Charlie Caruso go up to him in the interview afterwards, and they're gonna be like, "Edge, how does it feel to be the greatest wrestler of all time?" And Dean's gonna be like, "Damn it, Paulie."
Probably if that happens, I'm messaging you right away.
Yep, that's what'll happen.
If that happens, could everybody PayPal me $10? That'd be great.
I'll give you 2 cents.
Be more than I had. So
Tree
I give you about tree fitty.
High five.
I give you a high five and tree fitty.
That's what I'm not doing.
Dr. said anything about tree fitty. Yeah. All right. We got a United States Championship match. Apollo Crews defending the title against Andrade. The build-up for this match has been okay. Like I said, the triple threat match on Raw was solid to pick the number one contender. I can dig it. I got Andrade taking his title back.
I got it too.
Clean sweep. Andrade is taking the title back. Apollo Crews'
Andrade
push is
across the
gone.
board.
I'll be really shocked if that doesn't happen.
Everybody will. That's why I'm almost
Is that
worried
a
that it's not going to happen.
Is that a kickoff show match?
As of now, it's not official, but that's been the rumor.
Yeah.
They love putting the U.S. title matches
All the time. Okay. Coming up next, we got the Triple Threat Women's Tag Team Championship match. You got the champs, Bayley and Sasha Stanks, versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, versus the Iconics.
You didn't put enough stank on that.
Iconic!
That's better.
Bailey Dose straps.
Bailey Dose straps?
Yeah.
Dean's picking Bailey Dose straps.
But
No?
I don't know.
Okay.
First.
That's
That
what
was
we're
my
gonna
pick.
make. We're
That's my
gonna
pick.
we're gonna make Paulie pick first this time.
There you go.
Paulie.
That's a tough one because any of these teams can win. I think a lot of it comes down to who's going to defend the tag team championships for the first time ever this Wednesday on NXT against Shotzi Blackheart and Tegan Knox.
Ooh.
If
I
you
would actually
recall,
love
Bayley and Sasha did say they were going to defend those titles in NXT the first time around, never did. This could be their way of getting that back. Go with Bayley and the boss.
You see how he logics that like that, dude?
every time
You're
he does
picking.
it,
You're picking
it makes me
Bailey
question
Dose.
my life.
Bailey Dose straps.
Bayley and the boss, yes.
I'm gonna stick with that because that's what I was doing too.
You're gonna go Bailey.
I didn't think that logically, but he just confirmed.
All right. Well, I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna be different since me and Dean are the same, and you already know who I'm picking. Them titles are about to be iconic. Once again.
I would not be against that at all.
Me neither.
And then they go to NXT, literally the bell rings and they go, you know what? You've got to be joking me.
Yep. Exactly.
Walks away.
I'm
Be
okay
fine
with that. Iconics. That's my pick. Coming up next is probably the weirdest match on the card.
That's got to be the Universal Championship.
It is. We have a Universal Championship match, Dean. Braun Strowman defending his title against The Miz and John Morrison in a handicap match. So how's this going to work, man? Whoever gets the pinfall?
Is there any special stipulations or just a normal?
Not that I know.
triple threat?
Just a
I mean,
hand. It's
2-on-1?
nope. It's just a handicap match.
I got Braun.
Yeah.
His title reign's been boring, but he ain't losing it to one of those guys. No offense, because I love both of those dudes, especially Miz.
Dude, I agree 110%, but this is going to be one of those classics. They're either going to have Braun look like a giant monster and destroy them both, or they're going to have them. This is their way of splitting the Miz and the Morrison up.
Miz
because-
and Morrison are going to split up,
yeah.
and Morrison's going to have a crazy
good
highlight.
Oh, dude, he'll have a Starship Pain or something. I don't know if he's still calling it that.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
He is? Okay, cool.
Yeah. He'll have a sweet Starship Pain move,
It's not
which
gonna
is
be a
awesome.
quick match. I think it's going to be a surprisingly good match.
Yeah. There'll be some wrestling in there. Braun's not bad, and Braun can carry some weight, so to speak. Like he can fight, he can wrestle, he can go. He's got good cardio.
Yeah.
For a big dude, hell yeah.
He's gotten better over the years.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know
When he had the crazy hair with the Wyatt family, dude, he was not nowhere near the man he is now, and he
he's
looks,
lost so much weight.
dude,
since
he
then.
looks
He's-
great.
Yeah, good for him.
I'm also going Braun Strowman. He's going to retain. Like, I agree with Dean. His championship run's been boring and stale so far. They're trying to spice it up. Maybe Bruce can do something now that he's running both shows. You know, it's not like he's got any more on his
I feel like
plate.
it's not really his fault. It's just, I don't know. I still feel like they dropped the ball, dropping the.
I agree. He should have won it the first time he fought for it.
Fiend should still be the champion too, though. He should never lost to Goldberg.
I agree with that, but we're not. I don't even want to talk about Oldberg. He doesn't deserve time on my show.
At some point, he'll get time, unfortunately.
No. I'll refuse him, and we'll put Gilbert in his place.
Jesus God.
Don't you disrespect Goldberg.
Gilbert for the coat.
Gilbert for president.
Remember Rufus?
Rufus? Eugene? Do you remember Eugene?
Jericho's security guard, Rufus.
Oh, yeah. Doing the belly shirt? Oh man, producer Paulie.
This is a tough one because if you recall, Braun Strowman's already lost a championship in a handicap match earlier this year.
So he's gonna lose another one.
I don't think so, but it's really in the back of my mind that they might put the title on The Miz this way.
The Miz?
Are you picking the Miz?
I'm going to pick Strowman, but I'm going to say don't be shocked if The Miz somehow walks out of the Performance Center with the Universal Championship.
That's all right. It's going on your
I
tally,
would
so
totally be cool with that.
I'd be okay with that as well.
Part of me wants to see more.
We got the Raw Women's Championship. Asuka versus Nia Jax.
You know where I'm going.
You already know who I'm picking. She gonna lose.
I gotta go Asuka.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Asuka as well. I think she's gonna.
Pretty much the same.
Yeah, pretty much, except for Iconics.
Nobody.
I'll
is
be
ready
different. I don't
for
care.
Asuka.
I'll pick Nia Jax. She came on a tear. I just don't think they're gonna put the title back on her.
It's worth pointing out that Nia Jax was
how about
supposed to
this?
face Becky last year.
Yeah.
How about if we ever tie on this, Paulie has to give us a trivial question for a tiebreaker.
Okay, like on the end of the thing, like
Yeah.
at the end. So like if we could.
A trivial about that pay-per-view.
Okay.
Specific to that.
Okay. You
Any
hear that,
match-
Paulie?
So
So
I
if
have to
we
come
tie,
up with
like how you and
pay-per-view
Dean
trivia
last week on the picks, Dean got 4 and you got 3. If you both would have got 4, I would have had to get a question about in your house, and it would have, you know what I'm saying? You'd had to answer it.
Could've been like
He
someone-
would have beat you though. So,
That'd be rough.
but he didn't.
You guys realize that Nia Jax was rumored to challenge for the women's championship last month at Money in the Bank when Becky was champion, and now she's challenging this
I'm
month
picking Nia.
It's
I'm going Nia Jax.
You think they're gonna give her a push?
I'm okay with it. She's been champ before.
Asuka. Asuka needs this win way more than Nia does.
Asuka got gifted a title. She doesn't need
Literally,
Did
she
do
has to win
commentary
this
during one of
match.
the matches, please?
a win. Who, Asuka?
Yes.
Who's the difference on this one?
She did it a couple weeks ago. And it was
Who you
awesome.
got? Asuka or Nia Jax?
Asuka.
Asuka.
Plus, if Asuka beats Nia, that makes her look strong to head towards Charlotte Flair, which is clearly where we're heading.
Yeah, but she needs to beat Charlotte Flair this time.
You know, I don't know if I agree with you on that, because as much as I may not be a fan of Charlotte, having that over somebody's head for years makes for a hell of a good story on the back end.
Do you think they're gonna?
I don't know about all that. I don't want to have. I'm not going to care as much about Charlotte and Asuka in 10 years.
I know they're trying to get her to the point where she has the same legacy as her father as far as like titles.
She already has more titles than he does.
Does she already? I thought she had.
Does she
12.
got like 14 or 15 something, Paulie?
12.
12.
Yeah, I didn't think it was
Okay,
that much.
sorry.
She's almost there.
She's been wrestling for 10 years probably in the WWE, less than that.
Less than.
And she's got over half his amount of titles, and he wrestled for 60 years. Dude, she's got too many titles too fast, in my opinion.
45 years or so for Ric
You got to
Flair.
cement Asuka's.
What'd I say?
You got to
60?
cement Asuka's legacy.
I think he's actually 75 or 80.
Okay.
So
Whatever, dude. I was a little off on my maths.
he jumped out of high school and went,
all good.
F it, I'm wrestling.
It's all good.
It's all good, baby.
It's all good, baby. Come over here and get some of these biscuits.
He'd have been 11 for his first match.
Player 71.
Ric Flair is 71 years old. Woo! All right, main event of the evening. Drew McIntyre versus Bobby Lashley. I'm picking Drew for this one to win. And let me tell you why. I think that Lana jacks this up for Bobby Lashley.
Yep.
Yeah.
I see where you're going with that. That's good.
Because she's jealous that he's been spending all his time with MVP, and she's just in the background. He doesn't want her to come out to ringside with him anymore. She's upset. She's gonna mess up his WWE chance, or his because he hasn't had a title in 13 or now is it 9 years, Paul?
Something like that.
Something
yeah.
like that.
He
MVP
hasn't
said it last
challenged for
week.
the WWE Championship.
Yeah, he hasn't
since
fought for the WWE
Night of
Championship in
Champions.
like 9 years. He hasn't had a title shot because he doesn't deserve one. But
Agreed.
either here or there, Lana
still don't think
is
they
gonna
sh-
screw this up for him. She's gonna
Deserve
come
the
out and she's
ECW
gonna
champ.
mess up. She's gonna mess with the ref, and it's gonna cause him to get a Claymore, or she's gonna come out and get into an altercation with MVP, and that's gonna cause Bobby to like turn around and be like, "Oh, what the hell?"
What if Lana accidentally gets a Claymore?
I'd be okay with that.
I would too.
I miss old school wrestling when the girls got involved and they
I'm
got
gonna go with
kicked in the
Lashley.
face.
Because he was a former ECW champion.
Lashley winning the title. Dean's got Lashley.
The ECW championship meant nothing at that point. Come
I
on
know.
now.
That's a beautiful title, by the way.
The silver one?
No, not that crappy
No,
one.
that was dumb.
Not that crappy one. No.
Not the one that Matt Hardy held.
Not you. Get out of here.
The one when I think of that shirt.
Yes. It
Yeah.
got like the cage in the background.
Yeah, it's like blue and red and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
Retro.
classic.
Paulie, who's winning the title?
You know, you swayed me. I'm going to go Drew McIntyre. I kind of forgot about Lana, and she's popped up twice in the last 3
you.
weeks, so I will.
Look at
Look at me, look
Around
at
that.
smart. Yeah, I think Lana's going to screw this up for him.
I think maybe what will happen is Lana low blows MVP, and that distracts Bobby Lashley, causing the Claymore. It's weird because Bobby Lashley
that's what
really
I said.
needs
That's
to
what I said. Either Lana gets into it with the ref and causes the Claymore, or Lana's going to get into it with MVP, and that's going to cause Bobby to be like, "What the hell are you guys doing?"
Boom.
That's going to happen regardless. Who wins?
It's an interesting. For
Well, I
once-
got one match right last pay-per-view, so only one way to go, baby. Up.
Well, to be fair,
Jeffrey.
We don't talk about Hugh Jackson.
Jeffrey's a
He's coming out
Steelers
with a book,
fan.
and I have no.
We will turn this into a. We got 15 minutes. We'll talk football for the last 15 if you want to. Don't play with me.
We have no.
well, actually, I had a question for you guys. I had a question for
book's
you
coming
guys.
out.
You
that-
heard they're about to pay my killer on defensive end, right?
They should.
I know they should.
I have a question for you guys since
You
this
don't even
is
blink an eye. You
the
give him
greatest
whatever money he
wrestling
asks
match
for.
ever. What is the greatest wrestling match ever in your opinion?
I was thinking about that actually as well too because I was thinking about at work. I want to know by some people. I want to know. I'm gonna post it later. I want to know your
Threat,
comment.
TLC
Yeah, it can be
match.
any match you ever want it to be. It doesn't have to be a
Hardy's,
or
Dudley
Paulie,
Boys.
do you want it to be
Edge,
like traditional wrestling match?
I feel like you can do it in two sets. You can do the greatest pure wrestling match one-on-one, and then whatever is the
All right,
greatest
I'm
match
gonna
ever.
post two comments. I'll do two different posts. One on Twitter, one on Facebook. Greatest pure wrestling match, greatest match. And you put your comments in, let me know what you think. In my opinion, I couldn't tell you. I'd have to go back and watch a couple to see greatest pure wrestling match. I can tell you right now, greatest match, TLC 2. TLC 2.
That's a damn good match.
TLC 2. It's a great dude, it was awesome.
Is that where Ed Spears? Off?
Yep.
Yeah.
I got a hot take.
Okay.
TLC 3 was better than TLC 2.
I disagree with your take. But it's a good one, but I disagree.
And the greatest.
Wait, you said TLC 3 was better than TLC
Hart
2?
versus Stone Cold.
TLC 3 was on SmackDown
Hot take.
and was bad.
Shawn,
And
Shawn
almost-
And was bad.
Drunk?
And almost killed two people.
Are you drunk? Do you have alcohol in your system?
TLC 3 was the forgotten TLC that nobody talks about because it was that bad.
You been sipping on the liquor.
Did you get a lot of paint chips when you were a kid?
I'll throw a match at you that I've watched a lot because it keeps popping up recently, but I think really does hold up. WrestleMania 24, Ric Flair and Shawn Michaels.
Well, that's one of my
The
favorite matches of all
story-
time.
Yeah.
The whole it all works, and even though you know what the finish is going to be, you still
Yeah.
are waiting for
You're
it. It's
enthralled.
still-
The I'm sorry still makes the hands, the hairs on my arm stand.
I
Hell
always
yeah,
love
man.
Bret Hart
Hell.
versus Stone Cold.
Yeah. The Iron Man match, dude. That's the blood from a stone. They had a shirt.
The
they,
Rock
they had the
versus
shirt. It said
Mankind.
Austin 316, and it was red. And then on the back, it had his face, and it had the blood dripping down his face because
dope
he
shit.
didn't tap out to the sharpshooter. He passed out.
And
Yeah,
just
the
blood
submission
flowing
match.
Down his face.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
And that's where they made the shirt. And on the back, it said blood from a stone.
The Rock versus Mankind, the I Quit match.
The I Quit match. And one of my favorite Rock and
Hell in a
Mankind
Cell.
matches was
Undertaker.
the halftime heat match. That wasn't the I Quit match, was it, Paulie?
Halftime Heat was just a false count anywhere.
Yeah. Because
But
the
it
I
literally
Quit
went
match was
anywhere.
at the Royal Rumble.
Rock. Just,
I Quit was the Royal Rumble, yeah.
Rock was
But dude,
it.
just teeing off on his head, bro.
props to Mick Foley for taking those bumps.
Just taking
man.
them.
Dude, he turned him like a champ.
I'll throw a modern one at you for the greatest match that I've ever seen live, and that's going to be War Games at TakeOver.
The ones that we went and saw live,
Hell yeah.
dude.
I will put that War Games
yeah,
show
War
against
Games!
just about anything
It was
that I ever
awesome.
see.
I want to thank my friend Lil Jay for taking me to my first ever pay-per-view. I love you, bro. Thanks, man.
That'd been awesome.
I told Jay when we first started hanging out that I'd never been to a pay-per-view in my life. Not 6 months later did my friend call me and say, "Hey, we got tickets for a pay-per-view. You owe me this much money. We're going to Chicago to see War Games." So it was really cool. You got anything else, Dean, for tonight?
I don't, man. Pay Myles Garrett. Go Browns.
We paid Myles Garrett. We're gonna pay Myles Garrett.
He's looking at like 21 mil. Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
Give it to him. Kilo Max making 25. Oh, I thought it was close to 25.
Okay. That's fine.
Do it.
Make Myles Garrett the highest paid defensive end in the league.
Oh, you want?
I'm okay with it.
How are we gonna start with these brackets?
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna set something up. There will be something up on the page this week. We'll get something set up as to how we can write down just any kind of name. I'll put some names and maybe we'll start a poll and you can add your own and we'll see who gets the most votes and put it in that way. I'll share it through my page. You share it through your page. You don't have to even listen to our page to vote and put your person in. Although I wish you would.
Do it.
But yeah, we're gonna do. Jeff, did you hear what we're gonna do?
I did not.
We're gonna do not the goat, the coat, the crappiest of all time.
I love it.
So we're gonna do the crappiest of all time. Crappy gimmicks, crappy wrestlers. It should be fun. We'll all get to talk in and have fun because they're all bull crap.
Why did Jeff sound like Vince McMahon there?
Such good shit. I love you guys. All right, so we'll see you guys next week.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Yeah, we got I had some fun tonight. 2 hours flew by pretty fast, man. We're almost at 2 hours. Yeah, we started at 10. It's almost midnight. So I had a lot of fun. We will see you guys next week. I'm Mike.
I'm Dean.
Speedy Boys out.
Go Browns.